Level 857 Video Game Podcast.
Oh yeah, whether it's a beer, a shot, or even a glass of wine, grab your favorite beverage and welcome to the Level 857 Video Game Podcast, which is your favorite live interactive video game podcast. That's right, your usual host here today. It's Al G857.
The 23rd Stallion.
6 Turbo 857.
And your boy Big Chock. What up?
And our special esteemed guest, Daniel Lindholm, unfortunately isn't here right now. There might have been a miscommunication regarding the time difference between our locations, so he may pop in later. It's possible he may pop in, but in case he doesn't, the show must and will go on.
That's right.
Heavy metal in the chat.
Okay, we're gonna pick the mic for everyone on our audio.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
For the rest of the show.
My ears hurt.
That's how we starting it off. That's how we starting it off.
Isn't Mr. Man's produced? I see him in the chat.
I saw him.
I saw Mr. Man.
Let me guess, he's always producing.
Always making some. We don't see him all the time because he's
Oh,
always
boy.
producing. But
Oh boy.
when he gets a chance to
can't
come
with
in,
you
I
right now,
appreciate
man.
that.
Jesus
I
Christ.
can't.
Actually, these mics probably turned us down when we did that, so you might not even heard it.
The peak? Really?
So I went like a
Yeah.
All I was saying the whole time.
That's all you heard.
That's all
I didn't say anything. I just waited.
So it probably was just me.
Wow.
But anyway, like all the podcasts, we start off with the games we've been playing.
Yeah.
And let's start off by talking about the one game that everybody's playing.
Elden Ring. What's up?
Elden Ring. Exactly.
Imagine.
Better than Elden Ring.
Listen, they got turtle shells in there.
Yeah.
You make it
TMNT.
happen.
Elden Ring's Revenge.
Yeah, we got to get it out the way, man.
Ninja Turtles.
That is the game
Yes.
that everyone in the world has been playing,
Yeah.
as far as retro at least.
I purposely only played 2 stages, and then I said,
played 2.
I said I'm just gonna
I
stop.
played 2 as well.
That's-
Yeah, I've
I'm
only
like,
played
I'm
2
just-
and I stopped.
Really?
I played through the whole goddamn
Same
game,
here.
and
Beat the
it's
whole-
amazing.
Actually, I played
Why
2
you gotta spoil
seconds.
it?
2 seconds of the 3rd stage, and
I did too.
And I had some rap on there. I said,
Yeah, they did a whole new
Yeah,
thing.
freaking Wu Tang is supposed to be on something.
so
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's
I got
insane.
Wu-Tang in the Ninja Turtles.
I'm like,
You'll hear it.
I
And the
gotta-
game is awesome. The
I got-
game is
yeah,
awesome.
I gotta save my excitement for the 6 player.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you know what? That's coming.
Right after the
Streaming that later
podcast.
tonight.
Right
After the podcast. Stick
yeah.
around.
6-player Playboy.
Yeah, it's not gonna be on this channel. It's gonna be on our live channel. So be sure to check out our live channel because
yeah.
Well,
we need
it's
your
got-
subscriptions.
This is going to be on our channel. This is broadcasting right now on the regular channel.
No, we're talking
No,
about
I
6
said
player,
the
man.
Turtle, man. Where are you?
Damn, Cal.
Where are you?
What podcast
Right now,
are you on?
The podcast is streaming from the
2
main channel.
tips.
Sorry.
This is what happens.
Whatever it happens.
Oh man, who's on the 4th episode of TMNT? Matt, you on there for real? They drew
Really?
you. They drew you in there.
Oh, shoot.
Point it out. I want to see.
Look at that.
The game is awesome. It really is. It's a beauty.
Yeah, I swear. I swear.
Beauty to look
Everyone,
at.
Yeah.
everyone that we are like in communication with online has played Turtles at least in the last 2 days.
Yes.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yeah.
And listen,
Yeah, man.
like 6 plays, man. We had to do it 6 plays. So tonight's the night.
It's number 2 in the eShop right now.
Is it?
Right
Really?
next to Strikers.
Oh wow.
Oh, so, yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Owen Wilson.
Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. Wow. Well, it was on sale, too.
Yeah, 10% off on Switch.
That's pretty good.
Because they knew everybody wasn't gonna buy it because it's on Xbox. On Game Pass.
That was pretty smart because I bought it on Switch and I downloaded the Game Pass.
I double dip, man, also.
Yep.
Well, a lot of people
Yeah.
double dip because they ordered the physical copy and
Right.
just went on, just got the digital on Xbox.
That's
This
crazy.
game made history, man.
I got it on my phone.
Oh man,
I'm joking.
a picture,
You're a liar.
man. So what you guys out there been playing in the chat?
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles.
You know it's been Ninja Turtles. You know.
All right.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
anybody play anything else other than Turtles
Yeah, man.
this week? It's for the week.
Me and Chalk
Yeah,
you
played.
played something before Turtles came out.
Me and Chalk played the Capcom beat 'em up bundle.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And what? Let me guess, you played Turtles on there.
And we played Turtles immediately after.
Capcom's Turtles.
Yeah, we played the Capcom beat 'em up on it. We played Knights of the Round. We
Yeah.
played through Final Fight. And then
Well,
Knights-
we beat Final Fight, and then we had some more time, so we were like, let's play Knights of the Round.
Knights of the Round, is that 3 players
Yeah.
in the arcade?
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah,
2
it is.
players. It's 2 players only.
Nah, it's three
Nah, it's
players.
three players.
Three players.
No, it's 3 players on your bundle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yo, oh shit, we gotta get 3 players on.
You have a bundle?
There's not too many.
Did you buy the bundle?
Nah, but I'll get it. I'll get it
For
just
Knights
for,
of the Round?
just for Knights of the Round.
Wow.
Yo, serious man.
Well,
Listen, I mean, that's a slept
You
on.
should've
It's a
bought the
slept on
bundle when it
title.
was $10. Then.
yeah.
Yo,
Yeah,
I didn't know.
it's
I
true.
did not know it was 3 players on the freaking bundle.
Well, now you know.
Wow.
And knowing is half the battle.
That's why I listen to
G.I.
this
Joe.
podcast.
Turbo's
Real
out of the loop.
American hero. Yeah, everybody just talking.
I'm off the hook. I'm out of the loop.
I played some more Avengers. I had to unlock
Oh wow.
a Hawkeye costume,
Wow.
the one that he wore in Captain America: Civil War.
Yeah, I saw that was downloadable, but I don't use Hawkeye, so
I've actually wanted to play that recently.
Yeah, we gotta get another game, man. Gotta get another. Oh man, you said the freaking thing is no longer available, right? The raid.
Yeah, the Wakanda raid.
I didn't
I
check
think
it.
It's,
the raid is
They
gone.
took it. They took it down. How they gonna
Yeah.
take it down? That's stupid.
Well, that
They
game's
moved it.
canceled.
No, they took that raid down and they replaced it with another one. I think. I just don't know which one they replaced it with.
Oh, really? There's another raid.
I believe so.
How they gonna take it away? That sucks.
I don't know. We have to confirm.
Who's
that.
the boss of that? It's
Chuck
not
be
that
lying.
Kraid guy or whatever.
We
I
don't know.
dude. I don't know.
Yo, he's got mad
know.
questions.
You know,
Like you don't
Google
own
it.
the
You're the
game.
guy. You're the
Google
guy.
that.
I'm gonna have to.
Yo, asking questions like
Wow.
that. Oh man.
Cap's on one.
Yeah,
It's
live
crazy.
service. What up, Harris? Yeah, live service is
Harris.
weird, man. Especially when they do shit like that.
Yeah.
It's not cool.
Ike Lamb in the place with us.
What's up,
That's
Ike
right.
Lamb?
Ike is the best main character for Fire Emblem.
Final
Final Emblem?
Follow
We
him.
got,
What's a
we got to slow you down a bit.
Father Emblem.
We got to slow you down.
You're already
You're-
almost
you're-
done.
you're
You're almost
drunk?
done with the beer.
How are you drunk already?
Yo, I told you.
Dude,
it
you get
hits
so-
me. It hits me fast.
Pause.
Pause.
All right, so who's going first since we just talked about
Chuck, go
intros?
ahead, man.
Well, Matt says he's on his first playthrough of God of War 2018.
Yeah.
It's been that long.
I was about to say,
Oh,
wait.
wow.
I was like, wait,
No,
which one is that? I'm
Yo,
like,
and
oh,
check it out.
okay.
I am a God of War fan. I played that late and loved it. It's a great.
Okay.
It's a great freaking game.
Ask Joel. He knows.
Oh, okay. Nah, Kid Amazing said the claw raid is still there.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
There we
relax.
go.
You're peeking the mic again.
I stand corrected. But yeah, I played some Avengers.
Listen,
Played
Kid
Ninja
Amazing knows
Turtles.
his stuff, man. He knows his
That's
stuff.
why
He's
it's
amazing.
That's why it's amazing.
True.
So he'll tell us everything that's going on with Avengers. It's amazing.
He's amazing.
Played Avengers. Definitely played a lot of Ninja Turtles. Played what else did I play? The Capcom beat 'em up bundle. And I
Actually,
think
Knights of the
that's
Round reminds me of a slept-on Golden Axe.
it. Yeah.
It's a competitor. It was a competitor back in the day that nobody really talked about.
In Dungeons and Dragons, right?
Very
Like,
slept
Well,
on.
Dungeons and Dragons came after, way after.
They came after him.
Yeah.
I
It's
like
a much improved version.
Knights Brown's dope.
I like how you get your armor.
Yeah.
The horses look broke because I got to turn weird.
No, they're paper.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Paper horses.
I couldn't figure that out.
They're
After,
paper
from-
horses.
I think you have to hit like the jump button to turn.
and the arrow, you have to press the jump and then the direction.
It's probably 3 buttons or nothing.
Yeah.
It's weird, man. It's weird.
It's one of those 3 buttons.
Yeah, but it's cool though.
I always wondered, like, some of the enemies, like, will cry like babies when they die. They go.
Yo,
I'm like, wait, what was that sound? Like, what the fuck is that?
Bad sound bite. That's what that
I used to
was.
love that shit.
Man. Anything else?
Nah, that was it.
Okay.
That was it.
I got
got?
Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Yeah, I was playing some more of
See,
that.
you make me angry.
Sorry.
You make
Sorry.
me angry.
Look, so I do Xbox days. I do PlayStation
What about
days.
Astral Chain?
He doesn't do that ever.
I'll go to my next game. Okay, Bloodstain. I'm on the last boss. So as soon as that boss is done, Astral Chain is coming.
Dude, they're still
coming.
they're still updating Bloodstain.
I see that.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
We're still getting letters from the backing.
I'm on the last stage, and that last after you freaking
Spoil.
the spoiler alert.
Wow.
Once you go to that special dimension, right, and then there's like no save points. There's like no freaking.
You gotta
it's
get
like,
through the game.
You have to like be alive for a while before you get to the war points, and they put the war point and the save in different places. I'm like, this isn't right, man.
Listen, the game isn't that hard. You gotta play by that time. You gotta learn how to play by then.
I know how to play. I'm on the last boss.
No,
I'm on
that
the
means
last
nothing.
boss.
That means nothing.
That means nothing.
It's nothing.
How many bosses in are you on Astral Chain?
Let's see. I don't think I beat one. I got
first
to the hub.
henchman.
I just got to the hub.
He's in the training.
Heard the music.
He's still training.
I did. I think I did some training tutorials. That's the last I
Exactly.
played of it. Yeah.
The headquarters music, though, man.
Yeah. And I played a little Assassin's Creed Unity because it's 60 frames.
Why are you playing 2 Assassin's Creed?
Wow.
Yeah,
Stop
why-
it.
It's a touch and go thing. It's mainly Odyssey, but I have to do a little bit of Unity also because
Dude, that came out 8 years ago.
yeah, but it's like in 60 frames
No,
now.
it wasn't 8 years ago.
It wasn't 8 years ago, but it's 60 frames now.
Who cares?
You know, it's being I could play it the way it was meant to be played, and it's the
There's so
best-
many frames you didn't touch in other games.
Yeah,
So who cares about that?
those two so far. Just Bloodstain and a little Turtles, but we're gonna play Turtles after this, so I don't need to go into that too much more.
Okay. Master Dude said he finished up Hollow Knight.
Oh yes, that's gonna be that's in my backlog. I can't
Same
wait.
here.
Yeah, man. But what
Can't
I've been
wait.
playing? I've been playing, obviously, Turtles. I played the two stages, 2.5 stages.
Really?
Dope. I like what they did. And listen, you get our first impressions when we get to the whole game today. And on Thursday, I played Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance.
Oh yeah, I saw some of that shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, I did.
A game I slept on for a very long time. I knew it was dope. I've seen clips, and I was like, why
Shame
haven't
on
I
you. Let me
played
stop.
this game?
It's a great game.
It reminds me of Ninja Gaiden kind of because
Mhm.
it was back in the day. A lot of the newer games have a lot of different play styles in it that you can do that aren't in that one. So I had to get used to playing it the old school way again. And I believe there's still probably some I'm missing in it. Probably if there's lock on, I'm gonna play it again and find out.
Yeah, I'm
pretty Yeah?
There is lock on.
Definitely.
Yeah, I believe- I think
Then
there's
it would
lock
make
on.
the game a hell of a lot easier.
Yeah, I
because
think
the
there's lock
camera.
on.
I was fighting the camera like the boss, like back in the day. Like yeah,
Well, they mention it. They mention it to you. I probably skipped the.
Press the stick in or something. You press like either left or the right stick.
I was
Yeah.
hitting everything. She was not looking
I
at
think, it
me.
was
I think
like
that-
I think it's a shoulder. or
I
something
remember
like
there
that.
being a lock on though.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna find out. But I was definitely having more fun with it after I got my ass whipped a few times, which is hilarious for you guys.
That was fun.
I'm
to
sure it
watch.
was funny.
Oh, I loved it.
I'm sure.
I loved every
I
second.
know. I had tissue to wipe the tears, but it got easier. I felt like I can connect when you feel like you connect with the music and beat the bosses. Then that's when you know you got the game going. But I was getting there's parts where you're supposed to get your ass whipped, and it really was like I don't know how to play.
I don't remember dying in that game.
Yeah,
You don't remember playing the game 10 years ago.
dying.
Lying.
Literally like 9 years ago. You don't remember
Wow.
playing it at all.
That was what Xbox 360,
Yes.
PS3. Okay,
It was
all right.
360, but I think they have the frames are running better now.
It was
'Cause
60 back
it looked
then.
it looked real good, man.
Yeah, I think it was 60 back then.
It holds up now.
Wow.
And then there's a game that I am playing that's going to go on the channel in an episodic type upload. So be on the lookout for The Quarry. I'm not going to talk about it, but it's coming on to the regular channel pretty soon. Very, very soon.
But that music. And
Probably next week.
Horizon, no,
Probably next week.
that music.
There we go.
But yeah, be on the lookout.
Okay. All right.
How about
I
you
guess
over
it's me. It's me. Yeah. For I finally got to mess with Sifu for the first time.
Seafood.
Yeah.
Seafood.
The game is
Yeah.
cool, man.
That joke is a whole.
Come on.
The game is pretty dope. It's like Stick said the other time when we were trying to explain it. It is like an upgraded Arkham
upgrade,
fight.
huh?
Yeah.
It's like an upgraded version of it.
On normal or easy?
Yeah, normal. I played on normal.
You act like I didn't play it on normal. I have playthroughs on normal. Relax.
I didn't play it on student.
So
No.
is it a better combat system than Spider-Man?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Hands down. Easy. It's like an evolution of a fighter. It's like a beat 'em up pretty much. It's like an evolution of that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's freaking awesome as far as like dodging and shit, and
Mm.
it's almost like you know how like in remember Fight Night, how like you had total control of how you block and dodge, how you can move forward, back, left, right, like
Yeah.
that's how much control you have for your character.
A lot of immersion,
Yeah, and it's done so very well. Like it's seamless.
but you have to know how to play.
You have to know, and you do, and you can practice. Like
Yeah,
they have
yeah,
a dojo where you can practice them,
Can you
and there's a
play?
lot of stuff that you have to learn.
Hmm.
But once you practice, I was good. Man, when you pull it off,
Yeah.
it's
How far did you get?
super. I only got to the second
You got to the club?
to the club. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
which is dope.
That's when it's
which
dope.
is very dope.
That's when it's dope.
But no, I mean I've had a blast through the whole game. But the second part was like, whoa, this game is fucking crazy. But yeah, man, I highly recommend you guys play that shit, man.
Cool.
Fighter Fridays needs that shit.
Chuck's like, nah, man.
I'll play it for Fighter Fridays.
Oh, you played enough of Batman. You need to step in the
Yeah,
TV.
man.
I played Batman 3 times.
No, I mean,
For 2 years.
no, but I mean that was your game though. You have a lot of hours in
Of
Batman,
course.
so you have to
Of
play seafood.
course.
You got to get into seafood.
I will get into seafood.
Chuck
Damn.
loves seafood, man. He loves it.
The joke
Oh,
is old.
I'm sorry.
Dude, I just
Ike Lamb
I
said-
just say the exact same thing I just did.
He said
Like,
seafood.
dude,
Ike Lamb said
I
that
didn't hear
he's
that.
playing Infamous Second Son on PS5, Ninja Turtles on the Xbox, Hitman 3 on Stadia, and Sly Cooper on Beta.
Oh my god.
At
Oh,
the
Sly
same
Cooper.
damn time.
No, you
Sly
know,
Cooper
you
is a
have
good
to do it though. I think to get through backlogs, you gotta play multiple games at once. I'm all for that.
What
Shut up.
with your feet and your hands? Each
Yeah.
each system on a different.
and his
Limb.
elbow and knee.
Exactly.
Do an Xbox day, do a Sony day, do a Nintendo day.
Yeah,
and
that'd be-
just, yeah.
That'd be a funny sketch.
No, I want to
Like-
see the picture of you playing all those at the
Yeah,
same
have
time.
a, you know,
Yeah.
rig up like a strings on your fingers.
Yeah, we should do that. Oh, it'd be like
to every controller,
like backlog got me like
like a puppet
control at every freaking limb.
foot pedal and shit.
But that might have to happen.
No, but I also they dropped PlayStation Plus, the new tiers.
Yes.
The 3 tiers, and
And everyone's crying.
and yeah,
Dude, I
everyone's
was
crying,
just
but I
about
don't
to say
know.
that.
Oh.
I was just about to say that too. Everybody's
Too slow.
crying.
But everybody's complaining too about it.
I mean, listen, all they gotta do is wait. It's not as bad.
I was
Exactly.
impressed
Yeah.
when I
We'll
saw
go over it though. We'll
To
talk
be-
about it.
To be honest,
We'll talk about it.
yeah, we will talk about it more. But
It's in the news.
from what I played, from what I played so far, and I just messed around with it real quick. I was pretty impressed.
So was I.
But I got the premium version,
The early version?
Huh?
The premium version?
the early version.
Yeah, premium.
I hate you.
The premium version?
Brought the show to a screeching.
Yo, yo, the energy has just been sucked out.
I hope
There's
you're
too
proud
many
of
of those
yourself.
jokes in a row. It just destroys everything. First, you have Kev repeating the same thing I did, and then
Half a White Claw, this man is done.
It's killing
It's
me,
working. It's working.
Half a white. Oh, I'm jealous. You got a white claw for real.
wow.
All right. So
All right,
for Tactical Tuesday, I played the Talos Principle. It's a philosophical strategy puzzle game.
Mm.
It's hard to describe. Excuse me. There's a third person mode, which is how I played it. But if you don't like that, you can play it in first person, which I don't recommend because you could see more of the world in third person. And the premise of the game is that the quote unquote creator creates this robot who's artificial intelligence, which is you, the character who plays this robot that has to figure out how to get from point A to point B by manipulating lasers to access doors to open up and close.
I think I saw some of that.
I thought
Yeah.
Chuck was gonna say.
Oh,
Sounds like Portal.
Huh?
No,
It's
sounds
Portal.
like Portal.
It is. It's essentially it's like Portal, but
Is there co-op? Maybe you guys can do.
Nah, chill.
I think they came up with a sequel. I don't know if there's co-op in that.
Harry said his Portal was extremely mid.
Damn. Damn.
Oh, man. Wow, that's a hot take right there, man.
Oh, that's funny.
No, I actually played more after the stream and like the following day, and I got halfway through the game, man. It got a lot further, and the story is pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. I can't say much without spoiling it, but
It looked interesting.
it's pretty cool, man.
It did look interesting.
And then there's more story to it. What I like about it is because it's an open world puzzle game, so it's like it's not linear at all, so you can go to any stage you want.
It's got puzzles lying around everywhere.
Well, it's like a hub world, and then you can go into different areas which have other sections that you can go into to solve. So you can choose which ones you can go in any order. But they have these like computer terminals that you take tests and stuff like that. But it gives you like an extra story if it's optional too. But if you do those things, it's actually pretty interesting. There's like they give you like all these philosophical things of like because you're a robot and it's trying to see if you're human.
Does it
And
have a voice?
it asks you what it is to be human. So they give you,
What is it to
Well,
be human?
they give you a Turing test. There's no voice. It's all reading. No, there's no voice. No, but they give you it's like a text base. It looks like DOS, whatever. But you read the text and it gives you little tests to answer.
So it's like
no, there's no sound at all, man. It's a DOS. There's no sound.
He's like, please give me
Guy,
some.
guy wants to freaking make sound effects now. No, but it was really cool, man. It's like they ask you like philosophical questions, like to like
like
there's
Detroit.
there's 3 people on a fucking track or whatever, train track, and you have the access to pull the lever. There's one person on the other track, and then to switch the lever turns the train to go to which one, but you only have 1 second to choose which one do you like, stuff like that.
Oops.
It's like, what, do you kill 3? Do you kill a group of people or you kill one person?
Yeah, you kill a group.
Fucked up.
No, you kill a group.
Kill them all.
There you go.
Nah.
So no matter
Kill
what,
them all, fuck.
no matter what you answer, it's like they have follow up things, and it's interesting, man. It's interesting for a text thing of a game. Like I normally hate stuff like that, but
Yeah.
It was pretty intriguing. It got me interested.
You should get rid of them all so there's no witnesses.
All right, so that's all I played, guys.
You make the decision you can live
That's all I
with.
played.
All right. How about you?
I played some things because I bought a lot of indie games.
Finally.
Obviously, Turtles. We won't talk about that anymore. I bought Steel Assault. I played that like maybe just the first stage. You've seen it before, right? It's like an old school action game. You have like a fucking electronic whip or whatever, and you have that little tether thing that goes like left and right.
Yes. You can jump up that way.
Yeah, you could use it as like a fucking tightrope or whatever. It's actually pretty good.
I saw Joel playing it.
I got smoked pretty quick too when I first played it. Like the timing on that was pretty like if you haven't played any of those games before, they're gonna kill you within the first couple of people. But it was good. It was good. I definitely gotta get back to it. I know it's probably like a 45-minute game, so I could probably do that in the backlog. I picked up Astalon, Tears of the Earth. They finally had a 40% off on that. And it was right around my price range.
It's a good deal.
Astalon.
The ass is still on.
is still on.
The ass is still on.
Wow.
That game is actually dope, man. That's like NES type shit. It's very, very cool. You're like an archer, a magician, and a swordsman, and you go between them, and you like solve puzzles with them and stuff like that. Some of them can get to different areas, some of them can't.
Interesting.
But it's cool. It's a lot of fun. Dope music, dope 8-bit music. I remember playing the demo, and the demo was a lot of fun. I beat the demo. I was like, oh, this is dope. I'll get it. And I played past the demo this time around. I just wanted to throw it in just to play it, but I was like, you know that little thing that like some games just hook you? Like that, it has like something about it. And I was just like, I'm just going to keep playing it. And I unlocked so much shit in it already. I'm like, all right. I'm like, all right, I'll go back to it later. Also picked up Soldiers. I think that was I think that was a Kickstarter.
Yeah. That looks good.
Also, you could choose either a magician, an archer, a swordsman, but you pick them for the rest of the game. You can't switch.
So this is Soldier spelled with
Soul.
Soul.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually I only played it like 20 minutes or whatever, but I picked the swordsman, and you get combos. It's very like a lot of role playing elements in it, and I could tell the difficulties there because enemies just fly out, but they give you a lot of healing also, so that's good. But I remember I was watching someone's playthrough, and they said, "Yeah, I'm halfway through the game. I got like probably 18 hours in." I'm like,
Damn.
All right, well, I'll be getting to this last.
I was gonna say, man, it's RPG elements. I'm like,
Yeah, a lot of, yep.
Tactical Tuesday. But then now hearing
Still
18
good.
hours.
It's
I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if that's good for the stream.
I mean, it's good for people to watch because it's an
Yeah.
entertaining game, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a lot of fucking hours. I probably won't do that for backlog. I'll probably just play that on my own time because I want to do Steel Assault and knock that out after Dead Space. Speaking of Dead Space, I played Dead Space.
Yeah.
Got up to chapter 6. I think I'm halfway through the game now.
Yeah.
Fuck that game.
Facts.
I'm
Terrified.
like, I'm so uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable every time I hit start. And I fucking hate it.
They love it.
I fucking hate the
love
game.
It. I love watching.
But like it's a great game,
Yeah.
but I hate it. If that makes any sense, because it's done so well.
To take on
tension.
Resident Evil, man.
the tension is fucking awesome.
There was one part where like I hit a switch and like just so many enemies came out. There's so many. Yeah. And I
But
was
you gotta
like,
have the weapon. It's all about the weapons.
I cleared all my ammo was gone.
See the buzzsaws?
I finally got the buzzsaw.
It's a hard weapon
But
to use,
that-
but it's fun.
Yeah.
No, that's a good weapon.
When you hit the I think RB to shoot out the blades.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. But yeah, I was like, I don't know what, man, this is fucking, this is stressing me the fuck out. I don't like the sounds in the background because they sound like there's things
dude.
next to you, and I'm like,
Can't wait for the new one.
and I'm like, I think that's just the background music, and I'm like, no, that sometimes there is something behind you, and I'm like, I don't like that shit.
I love the tension in that game. How you even pausing the game doesn't really pause.
It's gonna be too
It
much.
just- you see your inventory and
I
it's
don't-
like
I
shit's
don't-
happening in real time.
The remake is gonna be too
Do
much.
not want to see that remake.
It's gonna be
I wanna
so
see
much
it.
immersion.
I don't
I'm gonna
wanna
play
see
it, man. I'm gonna be the day one.
If they
No,
make
we're
it
gonna play
VR,
it.
we could have Turbo do it.
Fuck VR, man. I wouldn't
Dude,
do
I
that.
can't play
It
any.
might come to Village.
I can't
Resident
play.
Evil.
I can't play any game like that with a mouse, man. Mouse and keyboard? Nah, can't do that.
Yeah, Harris Maris said Dead Space is a lot less scary with a mouse because you can kill everything so easy.
that
I'm
makes
not used
sense.
to aiming with a mouse.
I wonder
can't do
how Dead Space is.
But
with
that- That makes sense though.
Yeah. Other than that, I finally beat Triangle Strategy.
Oh, you beat it.
Yeah, I got one of the
endings.
One of the
four.
endings.
One of the 4.
And it wasn't a favorable ending. So I
But you
said,
stayed like 75% through, right?
well, the thing is, there's 2 things to this. I saved at like chapter 10, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I said, and if I want the golden path, which is what I want to do this time around, that certain decision starts at chapter 9.
Oh,
Okay.
So I said, fuck, that means I have to play the game over.
Boo.
But the cool thing about playing the game over, New Game Plus, is every single character I got, I keep them from chapter 1.
And
So
you can keep on getting new people
Yeah,
that you missed.
and I can
You're
get
gonna
new
get new
people.
people, yeah.
And everyone keeps their stats, their weapon
Okay.
upgrades.
So
And
you can run through it.
I could just run, but
Until that point.
But the thing is, if I beat the game on level 41, chapter 1's enemies are at level 41.
Oh, okay.
So
it's still
it's gonna be
difficult.
challenging.
It's still difficult.
Like the battles
cool.
the battles are not too bad, but the first battle, second time around, was probably the toughest battle I've
Really?
These motherfuckers were
First battle.
they were vicious and relentless and killed me like 5 times quick. I said,
Wow.
why?
what?
Why? Is this, what's the point?
Wow.
Stupid.
That makes you not want to play.
Yeah, but after that, it got better.
It got better.
Oh.
I told you, I was like, I
Why
don't
did
know
it do
why.
that?
I don't know why the first battle is so hard. But
What
It's the placement of your characters. Because
probably-
one's down there surrounded by 3 people, and then you have 3 down here, and everyone just comes after. Like,
it's probably the placement because I'm like after
Yeah.
after that battle, they're challenging, but not that bad.
What
You
the
know,
hell?
so it's
That's a weird.
but
Decision.
yeah, I chose a different decision that I was, to get the golden path that I didn't do last time. I did new battles, which was cool.
Mhm.
It was a lot more fun. So I was like, okay. I was like, this is, I'm like, we could do this. But yeah, so far so good. I'm probably like, I don't know, probably got like 35% more
right.
left. So
35.
yeah, but it's fun this time. Found out a lot of different things. So
It's
cool.
It's a fun game to play a new game plus for. I'm like, because you were thinking about going back in time to a different save. I'm like, no, just beat the game and just start over.
yeah.
I was like, it's just do that. And and I'm glad it worked out in that favor.
And it makes me like the game more.
Yep.
I like the game more. It's a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
It's a lot of fun. But there's they gave me like some throwaway characters. I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah. It's
There's some character I don't give a shit. There's like maybe 5 or 6. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna be using them.
we
they're
just
all awesome.
this just in. We just got a hold of Daniel Lindholm,
Yay!
but just give us a moment here. I'm going to throw on the intermission screen for a second.
Not yet.
Oh, not yet.
Oh, we're still going.
I was going to say you could throw it on the intermission screen.
Oh, no, we're still going.
Well, my
We'll let
games
you
I've
know.
been playing is
My bad.
my games.
we still going. We still going.
My bad.
All right, whatever.
But yeah, when he's ready to jump in there, we'll get him in there. See.
All right.
That's just it.
sir.
But yeah, continue.
No, just Triangle Strategy is the shit, man.
It
It's
is awesome.
definitely the running through it this time around though. I'm skipping, because most of the time play the game and they have all those long
The
conversations.
dialogue.
If I know about it, I'll skip it.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
If I've seen it, I'm like, no, I'm skipping this. I know what
Yeah.
happens. But if it's new, I'll watch it. But it's making the game go by a lot quicker.
Yep.
Okay.
Are there new parts that they add in during your New Game Plus?
Only because I decided to go a different route.
Mm.
That's new, and the choice that I made to go on the gold path. There's probably a couple of battles that I never did before that are pretty cool.
Mhm.
But I just finished one that I did before. But I got to get to the part near the end of the game where takes you to the golden path, which is
Just follow the yellow brick road.
what you gotta do, man.
boy.
Oh,
What you gotta do.
I think that's what you got.
But after the golden thing, I'm be done. I'm not even gonna get the other.
You're
two.
not even gonna get the other 2 endings up there.
Even though I have a save.
You get more companions that you never got. There is
all right.
there is
a party members that you're gonna get from those decisions. So you kind of have to if you want the whole complete.
Well, I'd have to beat it 2 more times.
Yes.
No, I'm not doing that. Fuck out of here.
Yes, they're worth it though. They're worth
Terms like I did it.
You beat it 4 times.
No.
All right, then shut the fuck
So
up.
how you know?
I
it's
will.
worth it?
I will. Touch and go. Touch and go. Touch and go.
Wouldn't you rather do the gold path last then?
I'm gonna do it again.
Wow.
I'm gonna
Wouldn't you
do it,
rather
but-
play all the other games?
No.
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 Wouldn't you rather play
No.
Astral Train?
No.
No.
I'll just play the game I just bought.
Nope.
I'll play the game I just
You
bought.
spend $65 on these games.
65 hours.
65 hours.
It's $1 an hour. You get what you pay for, man.
Oh man.
Come on, what other thing you get $1 an hour? That's a bad job. Nah.
It's a bad job. 65 hours. 65. What the fuck?
65 hours for $65. That's not a good job.
Kill yourself. Kill
$1 an hour. You're raking it in.
Listen, man, these guys put in work.
Yeah.
You deserve more money.
Terrible.
Oh man.
It's time for another beer.
Yeah. You
sure
guys
about
in the
that?
chat, you guys get your what you drinking?
Make sure you get a drink.
All right. I'm
What
throwing
you
the
guys got?
intermission screen on, y'all.
Oh, you gotta go?
Until we get this set up. Because I still have to set this up here.
But we still here, baby. We're
Yeah,
still
we're still
talking
here.
to you.
Oh yeah.
We're taking care of
You
you.
just can't see our faces. We gotta put that makeup on.
Hell, man.
What are
You go powder your freaking
Powder
nose.
face and stuff, you
So what y'all got going on?
Ninja Turtles.
know.
We've been playing the turtles. I love turtles. Remember that meme?
We love the turtles.
You know what's funny? There was someone posted something on Twitter where it said, "What video game quote can you say during sex?" So I had to add a comment in there and said, "Rosa, get off the big whale."
Yes. Final Fantasy 2 or 4.
That's
I
hilarious.
was like, "Oh, that's an easy one."
Rosa, get off the big whale. They changed that later.
They did, yep.
Yeah, they took that out of it. I don't know what they said
Go
though.
with the big whale.
Get off the big whale. That,
When you were
thing-
gonna-
that was classic.
Or when
We
you were
should
gonna
cut
take this shit to the moon, just get off the big whale. It's a hilarious line.
Yeah,
And they took out Spoony Bard. You Spoony Bard.
that. Why'd they take that out?
Because it don't make any sense.
Why? They're afraid of offending bards?
It doesn't make
Like,
sense.
Spoony Bar.
You Spoony Bard.
Spoony bar.
You make that make sense.
I know he was insulting him.
Spoony Bard.
It was insulting him. I got that it was an insult.
Spoony Bard. Spoony Bard.
And it's a funny way to talk. I'll get that out of there. These
Yes.
listeners don't know what they're talking about.
We're talking about Final Fantasy 4, which is one of the greatest. I wish they would
It is
actually
one of the greatest, man.
Get off
either
the
2.5D remake that or like 3D.
Get off the big whale.
Get off.
That line, we knew that line was wrong.
Don't
like-
hurt that shit.
What was that?
You dropping shit.
Why'd that
It's
sound like
keys.
broken? Oh, it sounded like
keys.
broken glass.
We knew that
Every
line
day.
was wrong when we were real young.
Get off the big wheel. I'm like, damn, that's foul. He just said he wasn't in the mood.
And I found out I said every name in that game wrong my whole life.
Rydia, Rydia, it's Rydia, right?
I used to say Radia, Cecil,
If they say Cecil, I say
Freaking
Cecil.
Yang.
I'm never gonna say Cecil.
Yang. Only name I got right was Rosa. Because that's the yeah.
Get off the
Kane.
big whale.
It was-
Kane.
And Kane, yeah. It was probably Kane.
God, oh my
He probably said it wrong.
Did anyone play the whole Final Fantasy?
No, it was all
4,
broken up.
The after years, no.
Nah, it was broken up. They had it later.
I liked it.
They had it later,
So-
I think, on PSP, the remake. And I never got a chance to.
Yeah, because I was playing it in pieces on the Wii, and then I stopped.
Yeah, that
buying
was
them.
broken. It was fucked up.
They never had all of it.
I
We
think-
never got all
I
of
think
it.
they eventually came out with all of it, but I just was not following it. It was at different times and stuff, so I was like, okay, they need to come out with it like as one freaking game, so we can play that shit.
All right, looks like our guest is jumping in soon.
Yes, sir.
Oh, guys.
So as advertised, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Just had to wait a little bit. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Good things come to those who wait, like
Just like-
Heinz.
I ain't catch up.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
Oh boy.
See how fast I just jumped on that?
Damn, Kev is like a.
Jay, I let you say your jokes, right? And you're cutting off mine. What kind of bullshit is that?
Kev,
Because you said it too slow.
Oh,
he needs
boy.
to update his like software or
You
something.
said it too slow.
Kev needs an update.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. You need more frames per second.
Yeah, you need this thing. I need to be upgraded to 60 frames.
Kev operates in 10 frames per second.
Nope, it's always 60. It's always 60.
Oh my god.
Today's the first day somebody actually ordered an Xbox Series X from the store.
Really?
Like, from the store.
Wait,
Like, add to cart.
you can buy them in
Yeah,
the store
today.
Yeah.
No, not. You still couldn't walk in and pick it up, though.
Oh.
No, he had to order it. I couldn't get it. in the
Also
store.
got shipped to the store.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it was possible. We had S's, though. S's were on the show.
Man.
Xbox Series. Shit.
It's a new era. You gotta fix that. Send them that.
It's crazy.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
Oh yeah.
The Series X, those digital onlys. I don't know anyone who's got one of those consoles. You know somebody who's got
S? No.
Anybody? Any of our fans overseas see the new Dragon Ball movie?
Oh.
I heard good things.
Oh, you mean that one?
Yeah.
What, the Piccolo movie?
the Piccolo movie.
I got my
Was it Piccolo and Gohan?
The Piccolo and Gohan show.
I
Mm.
got my Piccolo shirt on right now.
I want to see that movie.
Can't
I
see it
hear
because
good
we're in
things.
intermission.
I hear
Y'all
good
can
things.
see it.
I can't see that.
Yes, you can.
It's like a black man.
That's a
Piccolo's not black.
Yes, he is.
Piccolo's
He's
good.
great in that picture, though.
It's pretty dope in it.
That's true. Everyone in the chat, you guys mostly Sony people, Xbox,
Sony,
Nintendo.
Why you sound
Maybe
No
PC.
spoilers. No, he's not black in the movie. We're talking about a shirt.
My shirt is a spoiler.
Harris has got a Series S First person, I knew it was Series. No, it's good if you like digital stuff. You know, if you're getting everything digital. You know, I'm still doing the physical because those hard drives just don't hold enough. I like digital better, but the games are too big.
Hey.
How many of y'all got a PS5?
Oh, please don't tell me. It's gonna make me cry. They're the hardest things to get.
Hello.
Oh, snap.
Daniel.
I think it.
We see you here?
Daniel. Oh, I
You
heard
sound muffled. You sound far away.
Yeah, muffled and far away. We heard something.
I heard no sound.
Yeah.
But can you hear us? Everyone else can hear us. 'Cause we're still on intermission.
IQ Lamb has a Series S. See? There we go.
Nothing?
We hear you muffled.
Very muffled, very low.
You just got to change the option to your mic. That settings cog.
I'll be right back.
Mr. Mass Produce. Assassin's Creed Unity, 60 frames. Can't get it anywhere else but 60 frames
Kev, I'm gonna throw
on the
something.
Series X.
There we go. I can.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there he goes. Okay.
Almost. All right. I hear an air conditioner.
Hold on just a sec. Maybe it's the other way around.
Oh, it sounds better.
Better.
We're getting better audio. Look at this.
Let's. Okay, 1 2 1 2.
Oh,
Good stuff, sir.
Good morning.
Oh man, I'm so sorry, guys. It's just been so hot, and my brain, and being at the dentist, and the surgery, and all that, and medicine just flaxed with my brain a little bit. But okay, we're finally here. I'm so sorry.
It'll make for a better interview.
You got 13 plus hours on us, so you know it happens. With this.
Right. I mean, that was the thing. I did the calculation yesterday, so I was like, okay, if it's 7:30 p.m. over there, it should be 2 p.m. over here. And then I checked, as I asked Google, okay, Google, what's the time in Honolulu? And it said 2 something. I was like, wait a minute, that's supposed to be my time.
That's hilarious.
Some of you said, we're going to have Mike check at 7, and then 7:30 p.m. we start. I was like, okay, all right, cool. But yeah, time zones, man, they are not fun.
Oh, no.
It's tough.
They're tough, man.
Should we do an intro?
Let's do an intro.
All right, for everybody in the chat right now, special guest we have returning to the podcast immediately is a longtime industry vet. He's got like about 30 years in this business. Music producer. His credits are highlighted but not limited to some tracks on Street Fighter 5, Resident Evil 6, Yakuza, Dead Souls. Is it? I keep forgetting. I think Yakuza, Dead Souls, right?
And Fallen City Brawl.
And Fallen City Brawl. Upcoming indie beat 'em up. That's going to be awesome when that finally comes out. Please welcome to our podcast once again, veteran music producer extraordinaire, Daniel Lindholm.
All right.
All right.
This Resident Evil stuff, hey? Hey, man, thanks to be back. Wow. It's an honor to be here again. You guys are amazing. You guys are having so much fun over there. I watch you play, and I'm like, man, I'm so happy that you guys are my friends. So
Hell
that's
yeah, man.
awesome.
Same.
Thanks, man. Welcome back.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Absolutely.
Good to have
Yes.
you. So what's going on?
All right.
Other side.
What's going on? Japan, well, for the listeners who are not aware, I'm living in Japan right now, and we are experiencing the rain season. So right now, if you see sweat on my face, it's extremely humid. And I'm on the second floor in my apartment building. But yeah, since last time we spoke, it must have been over a year ago, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
And we did 2 podcasts in a row.
Yep.
The first one ever.
Right, it was really cool, actually. Yeah, since then I've been starting to work in a studio full time in Tokyo. So it's like working with artists, and hopefully it's still been a dead period because of the PS5, and developers are not really that hot on the market yet. So there's not been any new developments for me in the AAA gaming industry, and that's why I have been trying to work on indie games for a while now, because I think it starts to speak to me more as an artist to be there. And of course, meeting Mike Wells, that was just a great introduction from another podcaster who set me up with him. His name is Michael Casanova.
Okay.
He's a fellow resident of yours as well, I believe. So yeah, I mean, when I saw Mike Wells' game for the first time, the idea, the crazy stuff they had in mind with its zooms and stuff, like, no, I love Neo Geo. Why not? Why not give it a shot? And I think Mike wasn't really sure in the beginning, but through introduction, and then I write some demo music. It's like, okay, we are definitely going into the right track now. And
Nice.
Awesome.
and that's always been cool. But yeah, for a whole year, it's been a little bit of an on and off period, but he's given me some interesting stuff to do for sure. Yeah.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the demo's out now, right?
Yeah, they had an upgraded demo. They took some time to work on a bunch of stuff.
I've seen lots of
And
improvements.
I gave it's funny when we had Wells on the podcast, he's like, he knows that we love beat 'em up so much and we have a lot of history playing beat 'em ups.
Gave him that
He's-
checklist.
He's like, yo, if you have any suggestions, send them our way. I'm like, trust me, I'm gonna send you a list. Like and we sent them a list and I see some things in there too. I was like, oh, there's some juggling in there. Oh, okay, there we go. And yeah, he made a lot of great things in there. It looks better. Sound effects are better. The first stage music is really sick. Really, really sick track. As soon as I heard that, I said, yep, all right, yep, there we go. Because music's the most important thing in these games.
As we always
Especially
say.
Yeah.
beat ups. Yep, absolutely.
Sets the tone.
Yeah. It's called first track. It's actually not going to be the first track in the game. This was actually written for another stage.
Oh,
That would make it a little more. But as a placeholder, yeah, it kind of works. But I'm excited to see when the music is really placed where it should be placed. And I mean, it's still a demo. I tried to ask Mike a little bit about the sound engine because it gives me an idea on how I can work with it. So far, I mean, this is a passion project of his, I suppose. So he only has time to do stuff on the weekends or whatever it might be. But the point of the song is it's gonna loop. It's not gonna end abruptly as it is in the game, and then start from the beginning. Now that's not the idea, but so he's still learning that part as well. And yeah, I mean, I got to do more than just music now. So I've been doing all the sound design for all the punch and all the gunshots and the reloads and the half mounts of the picking up the gun, right? But that's fun as you can do with a paperclip. No. One of the cool sound design elements when he's cocking the gun and stuff like that is actually it's an office stapler.
Really?
That's
it's an
awesome.
office stapler.
That's cool.
I was going to ask how you
sample.
create those sounds.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's got to be fun.
That's office.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
sound design is.
It's very unconventional.
I had to take a cabbage and do the stabbing sound effect.
Oh.
I was like, I'm not stabbing a person. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was stupid, but it
I got to work on the sound. You guys mind? I'm sorry.
sounded like.
Hey, can I borrow your head?
Yeah. Like sound effects, like Foley is like a thing. Like sound effects are something that rarely people notice in games, but
Well, have you
it's
ever
a-
seen behind the scenes and you see
And-
what they do?
Yeah.
Oh, it's fascinating, man. I saw this behind the scenes of Dead Space, how they did the sound effects in that,
Yeah.
and
There's no sounds in space. So
like in the ship and stuff, like even footsteps, like like walking
heavy
on
as
carpet,
hell, yeah.
walking on carpet versus walking on the floor, wooden floor, cement, like it all sounds different.
All
and
different.
I want
would-
to see how they made the sound of the stomp.
well, they
When they go
used
with
they
that
used
hard
different
ass
things.
stomp.
Like the guy
Yeah.
had like a bag of oranges or whatever he dropped. It sounded like somebody's falling. Like you would never think that.
Yeah.
All unconventional
crazy weird stuff.
things, man.
That's funny.
What's the weirdest thing you
that's
ever
what those-
used to make a sound?
The weirdest thing I ever used to make a sound. I mean, everybody loves celery.
Broken bones.
So yeah, exactly, the broken bones, balsa wood. But the strangest thing, I think for me at one point I was using a metal, a metal bottle,
Mm.
and I pinged it with my hand, and I could then remodify it for a completely different project into a sonar, where
Really?
like huge reverb and reverb, like a reverse reverb coming back, right? So it's like, so I made a sonar out of a metal bottle, you know. So organic one, but yeah.
That's
I mean, sound design is so fun because there's basically no rules.
Right.
I mean, when I look at Mike's game now, and I mean, we haven't even talked about sound design for it, but like I want the effects to be meaty because I see the camera shake, like when and he needs to have, like, it's not only one punch, it's not one punch. One punch is a combination of 3 or 4 punches in one. And then on top of one of the punches is 1 octave down. And then a compressor on that, and then you get that kind of the meat that goes into it, right?
It's definitely something you can hear different in the demo. That's a standout.
Yeah.
And like you can tell, it has like a Capcom type sound. Like when you play Street Fighter, when they first Street Fighter, and you punch them, and it's like that. Punches don't sound like a. But it makes that impact.
Yeah, you have to have that.
And you have to have that sound.
Yeah, I remember we were talking to Wells about that. We were like, like Streets of Rage 4, which makes that so great, is like this
You have
sound.
some sound.
The
The hits sound, they feel so heavy. And
Great beat 'em ups, like you take like a Ken's Rage or something. Like the hits, they feel heavy, and they,
and it's hard to do because if you punch somebody in real life, it's not gonna sound like that.
No.
It's gonna go maybe. Like you're not gonna really hear it unless
It's gonna be the Will Smith.
that's what it would be. That's what it would be.
The hit that heard around the world, right?
I wish they added an effect to that. It's the sound. I
actually,
need
you
the
don't
sound
think
better.
no one did?
Yeah, of course.
Somebody added that shit.
I like the sound effects in Rocky, the movie.
Oh, hell yeah,
With
yeah.
like, every
Oh,
punch
yeah.
was like a freaking freight
Actually,
train, like boom,
yeah.
like an explosion, man. I was like, whoa.
Actually, when they
Yeah,
did
it was
that slap,
punching meat
remember they turned
and
them.
chains.
Remember they turned them into physics.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
They need that
incredible.
with the
Yeah, I
sound.
mean, that was gracious. The Rocky punches. Yeah, they threw in a chain in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Together with it. But I think my favorite punch of all sound design of all time is definitely Indiana Jones punch. You know? Because you hear it coming before it hits you. You know? Like, I love that.
Along
It's
with
really,
the theme
really
song.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you gotta have the theme song.
So, those are some of my favorite sound design elements out there in the world. But yeah, it's a good question. But yes, Fallen City Brawl. What else would you like to know so far?
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
we have a question from the chat.
Yes.
All right, yeah,
Merrick.
sure, go ahead.
Harris Merrish would like to know if you can dunk a basketball on a regulation rim.
If I could what?
If you can dunk a
can I hear it
basketball on a regulation rim.
On a regular? Nah, I'm not that tall, man. I can shoot 3-pointers. I can shoot 3-pointers.
Okay.
There you
Oh,
go.
There you
I'm
go.
pretty good with 3-pointers,
Not
but
bad.
that's been a while now. But yes.
What's
Wow, that was a
regulation?
great
10
question.
feet?
Yeah.
10 feet.
10
Damn.
feet.
Damn.
Yeah,
Oh shit! No, I can't do it.
I can't.
I'm too short. I'm too short. I'm too old. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So Mike Wells and me, we've been talking on and off a little bit. But yeah, he's given me ideas for stages, but maybe I cannot really talk about the visuals or anything. But he has given me these blips on the radar, what the stage might be and what the music will be like, and it's like we're like early 1990s. I mean, there's a whole homage to Streets of Rage inside the music when it comes to techno. And that, so we have that inspired together with Japanese music.
Oh, nice.
So it's gonna be a really cool stage. I'm not gonna reveal what the stage is. And then I have a song that's kind of like, if you love Steven Seagal movies, well, I don't like to do it, but I think it's like in Sweden it was called Nico, but in the West it was called Above the Law, right?
Yes.
So I have a homage to that soundtrack as well.
That's awesome.
It's going to be really
That's
cool.
actually pretty funny.
Is the boss of the
And I'm
stage
gonna
Steven Seagal lookalike? That would be amazing.
I like fat Steven Seagal in those Flash movies where he has no clue what's happening to him.
Indeed.
He's chopping the guy's heads off with a spine. You know, I was like, yeah, all right. Yeah.
Please
That
tell
would
him to
be
make him
fun.
the boss. Fat
Oh my
Seagal.
God.
Fat
Fat
Seagal,
Seagal
that'd
was
be
the
good.
boss.
I don't know his
Seagal,
idea,
yeah.
but
Please.
it could be.
Please
We
put
don't
him in
know.
there.
We don't know.
Yes.
It could be.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
awesome if
that
it
would
is.
be amazing.
Pass along that message, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fat Seagal,
Why
that'd be
can't
great.
you make Fat Seagal?
Yeah. Fat
Call him
Seagal.
Fat Seagal.
Fat Seagal.
Fat
Yes.
Seagal.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's it.
Done.
Can't get sued, nothing.
Can't
Fat
get sued
Seagal.
for that.
Fat Seagal.
Seagal.
Parody.
The crime boss.
That'd be great.
Fat, yo, it's Fat Seagal.
Fat Seagal gets tired after like,
That's freaking amazing. Please have him run and get tired.
yeah, just run, tries to run after he gets tired. He's like,
It's the best boss.
And he eats a donut. I say, kick harder. Right?
damn.
But he still be ill, though.
Yeah, no, he'll have
can
one
still
good
chop your
he'll
head
have
off.
one good hit,
And break off.
then he
Strong as hell.
breaks out into a sweat. He's like,
Kick a knee back, have it go backwards. Get tired.
Or he does one of his twisty Aikido moves
Yeah.
and throws you out into space. You know?
Calling a sidekick, do his work for him.
oh,
Right.
That's what he does in the
No,
new movies.
Oh, stand in. Stand
Yes.
in.
Yes,
Another guy
yes,
comes
yes.
in.
That's a solid
Oh, yeah.
idea.
Oh,
No, that's a
He gets tired, sits down, and his sidekicks coming.
That is a
And the other
solid
sidekick is like, okay, I'm back.
Because you know, like in Final Fight, would do whistles and goes out and he gets out of the screen.
yeah.
Have
Yep.
him go sit down. Have the guys come out, and you got to fight them before he gets up again.
Yep.
That's freaking dope.
Mr.
This
Master
entire stunt
Produce
team of 10 people.
Yeah.
from Under Siege.
Hmm.
Mr. Mass Produce.
I think,
Yeah, I think it's Under Siege. Yeah,
That's my
Yeah.
pop out.
Well, he's a
Under siege. He's a
he's a
chef.
chef on a
Yeah.
boat on a Navy vessel.
That's when they had
On
the
the
chick pop out
first
the
one.
cake.
The
That's
first
the
one.
first one.
Under Siege 2's on the train, right?
On the train.
Yeah.
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
train, yeah.
So
I
maybe
mean,
it
the
is on
first Under
train.
Siege is fantastic. I really love that one.
Yeah, that's my
Uh,
favorite
What
one.
was
You
it?
got some good
Hard to
movies.
Kill was good, right? It was Hard to Kill. Was good.
Which one is the
Yeah, I think it was.
Hard
Hatcher?
to Kill is when he ends up in a coma
Yes.
and
Yeah.
wakes up
Yes.
6 years later,
With the-
right? Yep.
Yep. That's Hard to Kill.
It might have been hard to
And-
kill.
No, Mark for Death is.
Mark for Death is
Mark for Death. Yeah, he was. Yeah,
Okay.
he was fighting Jamaicans. Fighting
Yeah.
I am Screwface.
Those are classics.
Is that the white boy Acha?
That's
the white boy
We're
Acha?
triplets. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I spoiled the ending for you guys.
And it's got that same Jamaican dude with the handlebar mustache and the goatee and the dreads. That's in every
Every
goddamn
movie's in
movie that has Jamaicans. every
Well, same as Lobo, the freaking diesel
Oh.
Chinese dude. He was in everything.
Lobo. Yeah,
Wait.
Lobo.
Oh, Bolo
Bloodsport.
Young.
I like
Bolo?
Bolo
Yeah, his
Young.
name's
That's
Bolo.
right.
I said Lobo.
Yeah.
Didn't he,
Lobo.
Wow. It was 30
I
years
like
ago.
Lobo.
didn't he?
There's a
Decent,
guy
man.
called Low Blow. If you know those movies, Low Blow.
Is that another? That's another bad guy.
There you go.
Parody.
Low Blow. I think it's like this D-list actor who did those terrible martial arts movies in the States,
Really?
killed in Minnesota and stuff. Yeah,
Low blow.
his name was Leo Fung. Leo Fung. Yeah, Leo Fung.
Oh, I gotta watch that.
Low blow.
I mean,
It's a bad.
I never laughed so much in my entire life seeing these movies because they're so bad, but they're so fun to watch.
That's true.
Leo
have a-
They're so
Fung.
bad. They're so bad.
There's a place for him.
We gotta have a viewing party, man. Watch that.
Oh, wait a minute. Shotomate. Kei-chan. Kei-chan? Okay, wait a minute. I need some water.
Oh, no worries.
That's all right.
I was gonna say
Hey,
Under Siege.
What makes it good as a-
Under Siege 2 was the bad guy at
put
the
it
end
in.
when he killed him. Steven Seagal closed the door on him in a helicopter, and then cut off his fingers and he fell. So remember?
Oh, yes, yes,
That was
yes,
like
yes,
such a
yes.
ridiculous.
Yeah, chopped them off.
He said, "Close the door."
That's silly.
He said, "Right back."
I can't remember any
Yeah.
of
I
them.
just remember that scene. I
terrible.
just remember how ridiculous that scene was. I was like, "Wow."
Terrible.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh, sorry. Why do I speak Japanese all of a sudden?
I wish I could speak Japanese. Man.
That's pretty
I
awesome.
know, right?
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
Sometimes, I mean, that's the thing. Living in another country, you start to pick up their kind of like interactive or what do you call it when you just interjections, right? And it's like instead of you going, I see, and I was like, Sometimes it happens, and it's like, oh, I can't get rid of it. But the best thing you can say is naruhodo. Like, that means, oh, I understand or I see. Yeah,
I see.
So that's really, really fun. Yeah.
Naruhodo.
So if that happens, I don't remember if I said it or not. But yes. All right. Yep.
That's too fun.
So
pretty cool though.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I forgot where I was before I got so thirsty. What were we talking about? Leo Fong, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you better check him out. It's really fun. And he has this first movie is called Low Blow. And he says, I don't know. And then he has 3 other movies, but he just murders everybody from scene to scene, you know. It's really fun. Yeah.
That sounds like our kind of flick. Absolutely.
Yeah. But the
adjust
acting,
your mic away from you a little bit because I think you're breathing into it a little bit.
it could be my air conditioner.
Oh, the air conditioner.
I'll just block it off as much as I can. Yeah. All right. Sorry. Yep.
Not a problem.
No worries. Perfect.
All right.
All right.
Yes.
So
Okay.
we all had a pretty terrible week starting this month, and we all went through a little bit of hell. And we know you had. I saw on Top Hat Man,
Top Hat Gaming.
Top Hat Gaming,
Top Hat Gaming.
Top Hat Gaming Man's channel that he did a
Right.
a little story, and you had an interview on another channel. I forget what's the name. What's the name of the other one you on?
The first one I had an interview with, like, as a real interview. I'm not talking about my own little hang around, but yeah, I went to Michael Casanova podcast. Actually, he reached out to me first and said, "Hey, dude, are you okay? Because I know this is not you, but we need to talk, right?" Mm-hmm. So I went onto his podcast, and then suddenly another 2 podcasts came into the view corner, and they said the same thing. You know, this doesn't feel right from a news reporter's stand. I think you've been a victim of quote mining and misrepresentation, because, I mean, the clips they're playing of me out there lacks any kind of context leading up to these quotes that they just took out of context, right?
Yeah, so explain what was going on there.
All right. So the thing was that I was just having a normal Saturday in my home, and it's like, okay, my wife is out and I don't really have any friends, so let's hang around on YouTube for a little while, you know? So I was like, okay, I'm going to make, hey, maybe if people want to have a Q&A, maybe talk about music for Street Fighter 5, whatever. I think it should be okay. It's just an innocent little conversation, right? And then maybe 20 minutes later, people are starting to pop into the stream. And I think at max, we were about 8 people in there. And not much, you know, it's nothing. It's like, okay, cool. This is my little common friends that I know from always popping up into the chat. And that's always nice to have them around. And then there was one guy who gave me a lot of hypothetical questions. And yes, I'm not sure how old your audience is, but let's try to explain the word hypothetical. Because this is how it all turned sour. Because the question was a what if question, like in an unforeseen future or an unforeseen situation, and the question popped up, and hey, which character would you like to have written music for if that character did not have any previous musical material or was completely brand new, but it's a character from the past? I was like, okay, that is a very tough question. Let me think for a while. I'm staring up in the ceiling, and I said, okay, this character, I won't mention his name now, but you probably know the name of the character, right?
Yeah.
I think this character would have been really fun to write music for, but I don't think I'd be able to have the chance to, as far as we know, or as far as I know. That's even worse for me to say that. That means I have very limited information about a theory that could be, well, in this case, the theory was half right, half wrong. Now we know what we're looking at, the new game that's been exposed, and that character is not in there. So in one way, my friend was correct. My third party was correct. But it just ended up like Twitter guano, you know. When people link directly to those statements right there, and some guy on Twitter tried to reach out to the family who this character is inspired of, and they even responded to the company. I like sent them a tweet or an email. I was like, no, this is
That's wild.
Wow.
that is crazy. Just because this is my own time, my own channel, and I'm not working on any projects at the time. I haven't spoken to anyone from the company. I just try to remember the little small details that my third party gave to me as like a theory, and I thought it was an interesting theory. Oh, that could be a reason why we haven't seen him in these games, because that character is probably one of the reasons I would pick up the game to begin with.
Same here.
Yeah. So when he was in Street Fighter 4, he was okay, but he didn't feel to be the same guy as he was in Super Street Fighter 2. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, which I think was the best version of the character. His moveset was more fixed into the way that I liked it. The only thing I didn't like was his jumping hard kick. It just looked so weird. So that's why I prefer his jumping kick from the new challengers, where he does a flip kick over. But you can do that flip kick on the ground in a quarter, back, down, and half, like to the 2 o'clock. And then he would flip over and do that little kick. I really love that one, right? So yeah, he's definitely a main of mine. But yes, that would be the incentive for me to buy the game. But now, okay, he's not even there. But they got another guy in his place now, which I kind of felt, okay, that's not bad. He's like a mix between Jet Li, Jackie Chan, the breakdancing with drunken boxing. I was like, okay, Jamie, you're the man now. But I have a hard time deciding if Jamie is a good guy or a bad guy, because you see him put like a throat finger punch on a guy's throat. I'm like, how evil isn't that?
It's vicious.
So, but it's going to be interesting to see how those characters pan out. But okay, so back to the story. And I said, well, and now I'm paraphrasing, but the family of this character could be a reason why we won't see this character again. And I just left it at that.
It's hypothetical.
Right.
It's a hypothetical, right? There's no need to expand on it further. But I would say it would be extremely difficult, because that's such a legendary character with a lot of its own history, and since we all know the life and passings of this fantastic individual. All right, so that was Saturday, and the podcast was about 2 hours and 40 minutes long, and that was just a 20-second segment.
Wow,
that's it. My comment was only for 20 seconds, and it disregarded everything leading up to it and behind it, so there was no context for these quotes.
Wow.
So on Sunday was a normal day. Nothing happened. No one reached out to me for any kind of publications, right? Monday, nothing. It was a standard day. No emails, nothing. Tuesday, normal. And Wednesday morning, I wake up and I see this big, fat, headline on Facebook for, what was it called? I think Nintendo Live. No, VG 24/7. What the hell just happened? I was like, what? Now this is. I read the article. The entire article is wrong, and someone wrote or someone said that I've been meeting with the family in the U.S. No. If they did the research, they should know. I never been to the States. I never put my foot there.
Wow.
Right. So already the article is telling me that I have direct ties to this family. No. I have
Wow.
But I mean, this is the good thing about the family. They actually came out and said, whatever this guy is saying, it's full of crap. I was like, yeah, because it's hypothetical.
That is true.
Yeah. So they're absolutely correct, and they have the right to be angry against the people who wrote the article, because that's the thing. What is journalism these days? It's
crazy,
not.
man.
like when I look at journalism as a game, the term, it means deep side, looking at it from all perspectives, try to get the full picture before you publish something, right?
Right.
And podcasters, I mean, you guys have a journalistic background, or you do it more like a hobby, but the principles of you deep digging the information as much as you can, I think that's the thing that you should do. And then now these people, I'm not sure if VG247 or Nintendo Live, if they even wrote the article themselves. Now, because I went to both pages and they look identical. And that is like, no, that's just copy and paste. That's not right.
And it's probably off a blog post or something.
It sucks because it's like these publications need to be held accountable for stuff like that. You know, if a newspaper does an article that
they need to follow up if they're that big.
But they get sued for information that's incorrect. Yeah, they get sued for that. So it's like, what are these? You know, like what's the penalty for, you know?
No, there's nothing. They can do whatever they want.
There's no integrity. They just want to pick. They just want to pick a headline and see what's going to get the most clicks and call it a day.
Also, not for nothing, but I'm tired of you know, you go through your feed on your phone or whatever. You go through all the you know, the headlines of certain
news
sources, right?
Is not really news.
But you'll click on a so-called news article, right? And you're like, how many times have you clicked on an article, right, to read an article, and then it takes you to somebody's Twitter, something that they said on Twitter or like a Facebook page,
says,
or Instagram post, or
bad without makeup. Why do I care?
Yeah, or like a TikTok video.
Why is
like,
that news?
Yeah, exactly. But that's what like Dan
Kim
was
Kardashian
saying.
woke up angry this morning.
I think it's
why?
News.
Yeah,
I wonder why she's angry.
yeah, man.
I don't.
I wonder why you.
But
care.
the thing about the internet is there's no middle ground. Either you say something completely wrong and people say it's completely wrong, or you say something and people say it's completely right, and no one knows what is wrong or right.
Right.
And they'll just say that. There's no middle, like, hey, he just said it because, you know, maybe he was thinking that maybe it could be, but we went in and found out that it wasn't. So
And the character,
no accountability. Like,
it was a simple theory.
But
like, it was a theory. There's no reason to get angry or mad because somebody said they thought it might be that.
But it also blurs the line from the truth, so you don't know if it's true or not. It's like,
you know,
exactly.
It's like,
I know what I'm saying, it is, but
the way they word things is like,
that's bad.
worker from company says such and such, and it's like
For clicks.
But that's not what happened.
but it's interesting at the same time because that character hasn't made an appearance since Street Fighter 4. You know, so it's like, and it's unfortunate. I hope the family doesn't feel that way, that they felt that this character was a parody of.
No. That's I mean, that's not what I feel either. I think I mean, that's something I never stated in the video. I mean, I think every representation of this character, and I mean, I can understand, like, I think I said another quote, as we all know, was referring back to the Quentin Tarantino disaster with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, right? And like, you know, I boycotted the QT after, like, I didn't even see the movie because, you know, okay, so Quentin Tarantino can play around in a hypothetical and turn every good guy into a bad guy, or like, and sure, he gets questioned about it, and like, I can understand the family doesn't like that at all. Arigato gozaimasu. Thank you. I asked, like, okay, so if he can do an entire movie based on a hypothetical premise, why can't I get away with a hypothetical for 20 seconds?
Yeah.
Like, and I mean, even stupider is like, people thought I'm an official company employee, which I'm not. And I stated I'm a freelancer. This is my own time. Whatever comes out of my mouth is my own responsibility, my own thoughts. It doesn't represent anything from the company or the family. But the other thing that the article completely miss is my third party, who's a kind of a very good friend of mine. He's been working in all fields of entertainment, and he has kind of a very good insight into the family. But that doesn't mean I talk to the family. He talks to the family, but I don't say, hey, can you say this to Shannon? And like, oh yeah, sure, I can talk to Shannon, but no, I don't want to know, because their private life is their private life,
Right.
you know, and I stay away from that. But whoever came up with the thing in the article said that I've been speaking directly to them. Oh man, you are,
That's a misquote. That's a disingenuous misquote.
yeah. So they just cut away the other words around it, and yes, I spoke to the Lee family, and I'm like, I spoke to my friend who is a third party who actually is spoken. Oh, yeah, let's scrap that part, right? So
Yeah, they take what they want to take
Yeah.
and make the story
Yeah.
they want to make, and then you see it
Yeah.
whirlwind tornado into a huge storm
Yeah.
of misinformation.
It's fucked up.
or as I
Harish-
said,
Harish
a
has
microscopical feather into a galactic chicken. That's
And we all see how
Exactly.
far it can go. It's ridiculous,
It is ridiculous.
and it got real, like real implications of what can happen and go down. It can hurt like a person's career, their job, whatever. Like it's terrible.
Harish has something funny in the chat.
What does it say?
Said the funniest fake news is Dark Souls music. They use fake Latin from some music software, and someone always says translates to Latin, and news sites always fall for it.
Like, can you believe what it's saying? It's not real.
It's like you have to look at news with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
And it can't, you have
yes.
like when you want to read an article of a certain topic, you have to read different publications of
Yeah.
the same article. You
Yes.
can't just take one
Right.
person's take anymore. You got to be very, very, very careful.
It sucks because it's good and bad because
You got to do your own research.
We live in an information age where we can get information from everywhere, but it's bad.
But you
because
can't tell what's real and what's not.
That's what's
Because
bad.
I
about it.
saw the headline. I was
That's
like,
what's bad.
Daniel, wait, what's that? What's happening? I was like,
I
wait,
thought too, I was like, whoa.
I was like, what's happening?
Yeah.
here?
I was like, what? I was like,
And then you contacted us in the chat, and I was like,
Right.
okay, I understand now, because I didn't really know what was going on. It was crazy.
I saw it for 2 days. I was like, what's going on? I was thought I would just bring it to you guys. I was like, what's going on here with that thing?
Social media is wild, man. Social media
Nuts,
is
man.
fucking crazy.
People could take what they want and run with it.
And I
Yeah.
think at the center of this is you know, a little bit of you know, fanfare for the character in question. You know, I think they were just like, yo, we might not see this character in this series because of this reason, and then people kind of like flipping a little bit at the possibility.
Yeah, I
So-
mean, the same thing would happen with any character. People like a beloved character. People don't understand and want to know why it's not in the thing.
They want to place blame on someone.
Like if Mario wasn't around, you said, Mario, why isn't Mario around? And someone
Right.
said, Mario's not around because he's an Italian. And people don't like Italian in these games because it's a bad representation of Italians. And people are like, where, that's for real? That's what's really happening? I don't believe that.
It's not like he's going pizza
Hey,
pasta
I'm
at the beginning
Mario.
of
I'm
the
from
stage.
Brooklyn.
I'm really from
Right?
Brooklyn. Now, imagine if they really did that.
Oh man.
Hey,
If they
Luigi
changed his
Bacon
voice.
Prize.
Yeah.
Byron.
With his own right.
Bing bong.
Oh, Mario. Bing bong.
Mario Ping.
That's New York for you.
That'd be horrible.
That'd be
Imagine if he
hilarious.
really had
That'd be horrible.
Mario really had a Brooklyn accent. That would be
That would be
hilarious.
funny, though.
Hey, what's up, Peach? Let me take you out to dinner.
Hey, yo.
Forget about it.
I mean,
Hey, yo, Peach.
like,
Don't-
I think the Brooklyn thing is that from the first like live action of Mario movie, and Bob Hoskins, who's actually British, he
Yes.
Yeah,
faked
yeah.
his accent.
Yes.
I was like, what a minute. Why aren't you supposed to be like, okay, American Italian, but in the game, yeah, you're right, he's completely Italian, right? So I don't know why they changed it to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny, but yeah, I mean, everybody believes everything on the internet these days.
Yes.
They do.
Yeah,
They
man.
read the first line, the title, and they're like, "Oh, this happened!" Like, no, read
Well,
the
listen,
article.
they wanted a story. They wanted to build off the story. They saw a headline and ran with a story, and then talked about a story
Yep.
based on what was said, without going into why it was said and how it was said.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
Credibility is very hard to find nowadays.
Yeah.
Did anyone apologize to you at the end of the shitstorm, Daniel?
Okay, and absolutely nobody reached
my
out
God.
to me. No one has apologized. So I had to hunt down these so-called reporters, and I told them, everything here on this article is wrong. Even Shannon has said that everything coming out of my mouth is bullshit because it's true that it's a hypothetical. It doesn't mean the truth. It means I'm thinking like. So some of them have amended the articles, but I haven't gotten an apology or anything for them not reaching out to me. Even though the worst
scum.
was like, I mean, as I said, like From Saturday until Tuesday was all normal days to me. No one reached out to me whatsoever. And then boom, the article is there. But now since the art all looked the same, I was like, where did this form from? Where did this original article come from? You know? And I asked the guy at VG 24/7. I'm sorry. And then I went to Nintendo Life because they were identical. So like, which one of you did read the article? And they both denied it that they've written the article. I was like, what? Your name is on it. Yeah,
Really?
your name is on it.
That's
So,
I guarantee it was from Reddit.
Yeah,
Guaranteed.
Yeah. That makes sense.
and then I think the like so they went to event hubs. I think that's where stuff and then maybe Reddit. But as I heard, this thing has sprung up over 3,000 different media outlets in the world. And I was like, no, that's not good, because this was my own time. This was my own thoughts. Like, I think everybody should have that in their mind when you're making your own YouTube video. That okay, where I'm sitting in my in my living room, does that look like an official company office? I was like, no. Does it look like I'm sitting in my studio in the company office? No. So why should this be the official? Like, just because I worked on these products, you know, it doesn't mean that I'm an employee. You know, I think as a freelancer, we should have the ability to speak when you're off a project. You haven't signed any NDAs or whatever. I should be able to have some fun with a what if scenario. But if one guy doesn't understand it, you know, I have to put up a big spoiler that says hypothetical coming in, you know, or like,
You can't just say it.
There's no such thing as a conversation on
the screen,
hypothetical. I do not have any
You can't
ties
just
with any
talk.
characters or
You can't
anything.
talk between each other about stuff like you're sitting at home talking to people online.
Have to have a disclaimer.
Yeah, I think it would be listen, during that whole storm, I think it would have been a good time to hashtag every indie title you're working on and use it to your advantage. You're like, listen,
in the advertisement, right?
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right. There was so many things they left up. Even the question was not even stated in these articles, what I was responding to.
It was just a statement.
It's a clip.
It's a clip.
I have a disclaimer. I'm under the influence of alcohol, so anything I say, I'm just kidding.
You have
Do
to
not
say
take
that
anything I say.
before you even talk
Before
to
the
anyone.
podcast, we have to mention that before.
We will be drinking,
We're all
so-
drinking, so yeah, don't take
Anything
what
we
we're
say
saying.
during the podcast is hearsay, and it's hypothetical, so don't worry about it.
This is all we just talk. We're chatting, man. We just
If you're
talk.
clipping anything we say, clip this part also. You have to
Clip
say
this
it.
part. Clip this part. Kiss my ass.
You have to say it in everything. There's a disclaimer within everything you say.
It's true though, man. You have to really.
Yeah, I mean, that was the thing. Like, everything that was said, like, there was no question in the article. It didn't even answer who, where, when, what, and why I said these things. That was never explained, you know. And a lot of the podcast said, yeah, you've been a victim for a clickbait publishing or whatever. But even one of the even one of the most biggest one, like event hubs, I actually got to speak to the top guy there, and I asked him, why did you guys publish the article if you haven't spoken to all parties involved, right, or anyone else? And they all said the same thing, you know. Well, we had to publish it because of time.
Yeah, because you
That's
had a
not how
story.
you
Yeah.
write an article. You need to take a few weeks and do some research and reach out to all the parties if you're gonna be serious, right? So from this on, I can only say one thing: I will never do printed press. Anything you see on if they're some blog posts or whatever, and we're not really talking to the blogger in this case. I can tell you, I never spoken to event hubs. I never spoken to Nintendo Life or any kind of publication. For myself, I love doing podcasts. It's the best way to show. But of course, they can have the balls to clip out anything I say here. But now we are 6 people. Right. We are the eyewitnesses to this account, and there's no way around it, right? And I had 8 eyewitnesses in the room, and they were equally as angry towards these, like, hey, you cut me out. You didn't even state my question or whatever. It's like, yeah, this is just, I don't know how to, because my biggest question, why did they contact the company? Why did they contact the family? And they all denied they did that.
Wow.
Like,
Which is crazy.
So they lied in that.
That's scum. Top scum.
That's crazy.
so like, all right, so who did it? And no one could answer. So what does that tell you? That your information is incorrect, like.
They've been doing it with printed media for decades.
Yeah.
Like in Rolling Stone
It was
and
too
everything,
juicy
they
to
would just
pass
cut
up.
it.
They
Cut it to make what they think is juicy.
To
Like
find
they'll
the
make it
narrative.
change.
clickbait.
Yeah.
They knew it. Like it got my. I was at NintendoLife.com at the time. I was just scrolling down. I was like, oh shit. I was like, I read that and I was like, and I mained the character. So I was like, oh really? This is why we haven't seen them. And I read the quote, that one little snippet right there. But then and I was just like, okay, and that's why I was talking to these guys. And then when I dug deeper, I was just like, okay, this is a third party. This is a hypothetical. This isn't official.
Oh wait, hold on, wait. You mean you did your own research and found out that it
Well, that's me. I always dig when I read something. I'm like,
Right.
okay, I read it here. Let me see what. Okay, and then when I did further digging, I was like, okay, this is a third party. This is a hypothetical, and this is like, okay, we haven't seen the character. This isn't an official word from the company. And
However-
Wait, hold on. Again, you dug the information.
Yeah, but
You did your own research
Yeah.
and you came to your own conclusion that it wasn't fact.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not a
the thing is-
millennial. I'm sorry.
the
That's
thing is-
insane.
the thing is, when you're getting a ton of information, it's hard to go and do your research for every single thing that you read. It's going to take forever. It's a lot of work because
Right.
you're getting so much
Well,
information.
I have a
And I'm
news-
guilty of it too, where you read an article and you're like, oh shit, so you just you take
I
it.
have a news aggregator. So I always, when I see a topic or
Same
something,
here.
I always read different sources of that topic and try to
Same,
piece
same.
together. And I'm just like, okay, people are like, this
But
is a
the-
stupid shit show.
What I'm trying to
read.
say is the general population doesn't do that,
No, they don't. They're lazy.
which sucks.
Very lazy.
The
Yep.
masses are
Because
asses,
but
man.
it's designed to give you,
Instant gratification. Again.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. It's a little bit. I get that.
at
you
the
know.
expense of someone.
Yeah. Exactly. It's just like
It's just one person, right?
it's fucked. But fuck is wrong with people?
Well, what would
Yeah,
have
that's
been
why
cool
I
is
never name. That's why I never really write a title for the songs that I write until the very last moment. I just write song number 1. Let's get to work on that.
Oh, you got to do what you should do what the producer Danger. He names the titles of his songs as the time that he finished.
time
it.
he finishes.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's
It'd be hard
obsessed
to
with
keep track of.
he's
what it
obsessed
is.
with time. So every track, and he's made video game tracks too. So he did the soundtrack for Fury, and actually there's another game too.
Sir Fury, a good sound.
Another recent game.
Yeah, very.
Well, he's an awesome.
Sorry,
What was
sorry
that?
about that. Sorry, that thing blasted.
See, what would have been
muted it,
what would have
sorry.
been cool is if these people who were talking about the situation were actually talking about it and just like, what if this was happening and a actual conversation started from it and it built from there.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, don't start as don't take it as facts. Yeah, just like use it to start a conversation
People
about
are like, what
you
if
know,
what he said was actually real and you've talked about it in a podcast or a certain situation
Or-
and you can do that. That's fine.
Or put a title rumor.
Yeah,
'Cause that's
but not
not
even
true.
like
Well,
but you
rumor is
can
not-
talk
it's a
amongst
rumor.
yourselves about the situation. It's like
Yeah.
that sounds like it could be correct, but that's cool. I mean, I wonder, like, what's wrong with talking?
Well,
about
nowadays,
that?
rumors would be bad to use because nowadays rumors is fact.
Well, they would take it as
They
fact.
use it as
No,
facts.
I'm saying,
And so like it's just like
but I'm saying for me, I don't. I see rumor. I'm like,
Because you're
oh, that's a rumor. So
you're a
it's
human
not
being.
real. It's,
But the internet
hypothetical.
says if there's
Especially
smoke.
legal.
No,
Yeah.
the internet says there's smoke,
Smoke
there's
is
fire.
fire. Yeah,
So if someone's
exactly.
talking about it, then
Right.
there must be some truth to it in some like
Exactly.
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I become so old now. I can say back in my day, like one guy started a rumor on a school. Hey, did you hear about that battleship that went back in time and fought World War II all again? I heard it's true.
Well,
Like,
Bermuda
That's a
Triangle.
movie,
didn't
the final countdown.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like,
Well, if you say it
Yeah.
online, it's true though.
Yeah, yeah.
That really happened.
Right. Yeah.
I
Actually,
mean,
yeah,
one of our articles that we have in our news is rumor. It's a rumor,
Mm.
and it actually states it in the title.
I'm gonna take it as real though, because it definitely happened.
There you go.
That's why I brought it up, though. It's like,
on the
yeah,
internet, it's real.
yeah. But
you like to think it is, but you don't know because it's a rumor,
But
or if it's just hearsay.
even if it's a rumor and we do cover an article, we say, hey, this is a rumor.
Sometimes you say stuff
it
and
could
it's
not
true,
be.
but you find out later.
But it's a rumor.
Yeah.
Right now, we don't know if it is true or not. But yeah, you have to make that
Even-
disclaimer, that distinction.
Even
before.
if what you said was, and like, even if it was true,
Yeah.
like what you said, you were hypothetically saying, and it ended up being true. You were still not saying it factually to be taken as a
Right.
headline. That's the point.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter if it was true or not.
Mhm.
You said it as not.
Or the context.
Right.
Or not. Yeah.
And if anything,
Exactly. Yeah. I mean,
The context.
context is so important.
Yeah,
Very.
Absolutely.
context
I mean,
is everything. It's everything.
That
And with
little
some-
question at the beginning of the article, if they would have included that,
Mm.
this would not be any news
Mhm.
of
Exactly.
any
Mhm.
worth, right?
Chop it at the wrong time.
In one way, okay, so I generate a little bit of buzz. Some people might think I'm a liar all the way through right now, which is unfortunate. But if I believe in something, I believe in karma. And I can tell you, after that article or these articles been published and I've been sniped for just clickbait, I think these guys will have some shit coming their way. In a very bad. I mean, I would not operate a news outlet or something without making sure I have all the information on the table before I publish something. I mean, that would be, yes. I mean, and I'm not even a reporter, but for me, that is my basic instinct. If I would like to be serious, right?
Yeah.
And every time before I buy a computer, I don't just go and say, oh, that computer looks nice, I'm just going to buy it. No, I have to look at the specs and all the stuff before I make up my mind. And right now I'm in this predicament where I'm going to switch from my custom PC to a Mac, like a portable
Is that
Power
Oh, no.
Pro, like a Power Poo Mac. And I was like, okay, but so my company's going to buy that for me, but I need to understand everything before I even start using it. I mean, that's I think every human should do. But there's no shortcuts. I mean, look at China, and if they're stealing the technology from Sweden, they're stealing technology from Japan, and they just produce it, but they don't study. They don't see what parts might break down, and that's why they end up with shitty products in the first way.
It's true.
That's true.
Because they don't put any time into R&D.
Yeah.
And that's what these reporters, that's a funny thing. They don't even call themselves reporters on these news on these sites. They call themselves as a contributor.
Oh.
So that's probably
right. I
a
never
loophole
realized that.
they can-
Yeah, you're right.
yeah.
Tipsters.
So that's probably they can get away with this loophole. If we say something that's not true, they can't sue us.
Right. Yeah, man, that's crazy.
But yeah, I just realized when I look at a contributor, like nothing says reporter or investigative journalist or anything like that anymore. So it's like, but one of my, and then so after all that, or during the time, I got like Twitter. Like I never seen so much hate on Twitter coming at me, like from 3,000. Yeah, it's a mob of 3,000 angry little teenagers.
That's why a lot of people get rid of Twitter.
And it's crazy. It's like,
That it's always hate.
I don't understand the hate directed towards you. It's like, if anything was going to come from that conversation, someone should just drawn up a petition for this character to make an inclusion in a sequel or something like that, and sent it to
Just
the
to show
company.
that they wanted love to the character.
Send it to the
Yeah.
company. That's that. I don't understand stuff directed at you. It doesn't make sense. It does. It's I'm
They act like
really?
you caused them to not be in the game.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
I can't
you're not in
believe it.
charge of that decision. Like, it's like, come on. It's
exactly.
like, ugh.
So because you wanted to make music for this character, he's not in the game? How does that make sense?
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
I love to make
it's
music for
just-
this character. So he's not going to be in there. 'Cause Daniel Lindholm doesn't want, he wants to make music for this character, so he's not there. So it's ridiculous. It's very, very ridiculous story.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, so in the end, it all turns out to be Twitter guano. So probably the people who contacted the company and the league were just Twitter dudes with
Yeah,
barely
of course.
any followers whatsoever.
Wow.
And then they took that and they sent it to these outlets like, oh, he said this and this and this is not true. Well, dude, you didn't even watch the video in the first place. Now, so that was a thing though. So I only had eight people in the room, and like all these days, like maybe only 10 or 12 views. And suddenly on Wednesday, 1,500 views. And I was like, for what? For what? What? And then I saw the algorithm, and it just peaked at one point, and that's what where the quote started, right?
Yeah.
But they don't quote it before 10 seconds before. If they just roll back 10 seconds, there was nothing there. And that was a cool thing though. So I got interviewed by another British podcast for the first time called it's okay to name drop them, because I think you guys that I've been talking to, you guys are amazing, and the more I can give you support to all of you. They're called Rapid Review Radio, I believe.
Okay,
and
sounds familiar.
And the dude who's like one of the journalists, actually they have real journalist like integrity there, and he's a huge fighting game fan, and he saw this, and there's something wrong here. His gut feeling told me that this is not right, not for a guy like me to say it, and he was absolutely right on the money. And when we went down, and because he saw the video, he saw the entire 2 hour and 40-minute video with his other co-worker, and said, there's no news here. Why is this?
He did his job.
I mean, why? Yeah, like, oh, there's no news here. Let's just report about it. So yeah, I just became a victim of this, like what you can do, cutting up stuff on the internet and make people say what they want to say, and without deep faking it.
Right.
So it was just weird. So I'm glad they reached out, and then it's like I thought maybe I should try to reach out to you guys, but then it turns out that you guys had a nightmare week as well, the very same week.
Yeah.
We got bit the same week. I was like,
It was the week we got hacked, so I was very frustrated that we couldn't get you on at the time. It was
exactly. I was
terrible.
like, what shitty timing.
Everybody's going through hell, man.
I was like, for about a week, we were down.
We're down for about
And we were like,
week
and then plus we had the time, we had the matchup times to get you on.
and also getting
Plus all of us together.
in our new channel,
And our new live
channel that we were gonna freaking unroll, and then
right
that
at that
happened.
time, like that happened. It's like, what
horrible.
kind of shitty timing?
And people always wondering, like, how come it takes you guys so long to do news things, blah, blah, blah. It was like, because we have 5 of us. And a guest. We have to all line up together to do this right. It's not just one person calling someone at middle of the night. You want to get on the thing? We can talk about this. We have one person doing an interview. It's a lot different than 5 people.
That's true.
It's true.
Right. Yeah.
But it was very frustrating, yes.
Yeah.
Rough time.
And there was
I
no
thought,
call. No call for that being hacked. Nothing at all.
Not over the
Live. Hacked live in front of our face.
Yeah.
I'm setting
Just-
up for the podcast, getting
Showing
hacked. I'm
Bitcoin.
watching the hack going on as I'm setting. I'm like, what the hell?
A Bitcoin conference is happening on our page.
I was like, what?
And they're like,
Oh.
we're banning your channel because of this. I'm like, what? Because of what?
I'm messaging you guys. We're all like, wait. I'm like, did they? Turbo, you doing anything? Are you doing this?
I was
Like, no, I'm not
Yeah.
deleting it.
I
I'm
was
like,
who's
who's doing
like,
this?
admin stuff with descriptions. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Looking at
It's
this
like they
shit.
said, what channels was Daniel on? Let's destroy them.
Yeah.
Right. Actually, I mean, that's the strange thing. My channel is like, okay, I mean, it's so weird. I'm a musician. I should have a music channel. I would like to show my music work, right? But there's always somehow I'm getting a copyright strike on my own stuff. I'm like,
man.
what's the point of having a music channel? Because like some of the stuff I do, I do like demos for virtual wind instruments that I'm actually working on with the physics modeling. When I do the shakuhachi, that I'm actually me blowing this thing. And for every demonstrator, it's always important that you pick a song that people recognize and they know, on this instrument, this song would be played by this instrument. So you like have something to measure it against,
Right.
Yeah.
And so I try to recreate that kind of with my own tracks and then my flute on top of that, or whatever instrument it might be. But I always get fucking hit with a copyright strike. So it's like, what's the point of having a music channel if you're not allowed to
your
to
own.
have music on it, and just kept getting copyright strikes. So I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? You know,
We had that problem.
why can't those
Remember?
other guys get away with like split screen covers of famous songs, and I can't?
And they're fine.
You know, it's just
bullshit.
weird.
Oh yeah.
The way you
I had a DJ
yeah.
channel where I put blends up. Nope. Copyright.
Yeah.
Seconds.
Yep.
Right. So yeah, it's a weird way. So yeah, I mean, the entire week of you guys having the hack and me getting blasted. Now that's the worst thing. My name is in the article too, so of course the company will know it was me. And so yeah, already there, I was like, oh shit, I feel like I could actually get blacklisted. That was my initial fear, because I mean, look at it. I think there must be a reason, and actually, there's been some progression on that front, so I cannot say anything. But yeah, well, let's just keep it. Say, okay, everything is good. That's what we can say.
Good day.
All right.
Okay.
Good.
Good day.
But man, was I scared for a while, indeed. Because I mean, when you have your own time, your own freedom, you have a chance to talk to your own friends, and you philosophize, and you put out these what if scenarios. You know, you're actually be pretty much clear to just enjoy that experience. I think, like, yeah, okay, now we would like to speculate a little bit. I don't think I should need to say that every 5 seconds.
No, you should.
I don't
You don't have, like
Right.
you said earlier, you don't have an NDA signed. Like you haven't, worked
Right,
with the company
exactly.
in a bit. So
Right.
you
Say
have the
what you
right.
want.
Yeah, you can say, and it's hypothetical. It's like hypothetically.
But
you know.
whenever they can take it and hurt your career with it, it's terrible.
It's fucked up.
So
But
Yeah.
the only thing I really got upset with was not the quotes or the misquoting of me. I was more upset that they went after the family
Family.
and contacted the company, and that these guys, these reporters or whatever contributors, never reached out to me in the first place after the article was publicized. No, the thing is, I reached out to them when the article was publicized, and after that they came back to me. It shouldn't be that way.
Nope.
exactly. No, they didn't care.
So
Right.
that was just the thing that got me in this angry mood. And I was like, and then someone said, hey, you should sue them for libel, label. All right. It's like, huh. But wait a minute. I'm in Japan. I don't think we have a strong case for that. But I mean, if it was a serious like news thing, and I mean, they already dragged my name into the mud, and I've already got this angry mob because all the articles are wrong.
And they're not held liable. Their names aren't held liable at all.
Right.
Well,
They
if
don't
you-
get dragged through the mud.
if you feel like you've been compromised as a result, of this bad press, then yeah, you can go after somebody.
Well,
But
Johnny Depp did it,
if-
let me say, and he won.
Well, U.S. has different laws. now.
I know.
Yeah.
his
Overseas
offense
control.
happened in 2016, so I'm glad he got some
Yeah.
It
retribution.
takes
there.
a long time.
Well, he lost
is
in
what it
Europe,
is.
too.
And
He
you lose
lost
a lot of
He
money
lost
in
in
the
Europe, too,
process.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
A lot of lawyer fees. You don't, and everybody has the time to do such a thing.
Yeah, it's a person with the most money wins.
Exactly.
And, unfortunately.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
just the way it is.
So it's like, I'm just gonna like I'm not really threatening people, but I did do something like, okay, I got the name of the company is VG247 or Nintendo Life, and I said, just as a little bit of a pressure point, because they haven't contacted me since we had our little chat to try to clear the air, but I was not still satisfied with how they amended the article.
Yeah.
It's basically the same thing over. You need to take it down because this is not. It's
Oh,
not
definitely.
like why even have it there in the first place? If you saw the video, there was no news to be reported whatsoever.
Yeah.
So I said in about 5 days or so, I'm gonna bring my legal representation team. I'm gonna file some papers, and then at the end of the week, you have your time at the end of the week to contact me. If you're not, I'm sending these papers away. But yeah, they didn't
Wow.
do it. But then I started to dig deeper, and I ended up at Event Hubs, and that's when I found out, like, oh yeah, we published the article because of time. Like that's
because of
that's so
time.
disappointing. So now Nintendo Life and VM 24/7 just became victims of getting wrong information from a source that was not even true to begin with. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's me.
Well, it can only hurt their sight now.
Really go
because-
back to the source, and it's me. But they never got to me to say, "Hey, can you clarify this? Can you? Why did you say that?" You know, and
It's
like,
gonna hurt their
yeah, those-
credibility.
yeah, the WH questions were non-existent in the article whatsoever, and it's like, and for me, it wouldn't make any sense for me of saying those things because I really adore the character. I really love the way it's been represented since Street Fighter 2 and the way he's been revealed in other games like Tekken. I think Tekken has the best representation of this character. And I was like, yeah, why is he not in Tekken? Now, that's where my entire theory falls, you know? But I think what the words that I use is like with the Quentin Tarantino disaster with the movie, of course, he was
That's
not
bad
painted in a good
representation.
light. Right, that was really bad representation. And if you are a family member, you want to make sure that the memory of your loved one is kept in high regard and mostly respectful manner. And I think in these company games there with Street Fighter 2, they did a great representation in the first alteration of that character. And it's like, wow, this is cool. I'm gonna play this character for the rest of my life. You know, that's what I felt like. And the second game, we got a little bit more different move set, but still mainly 95%. It was still the same character. And then and now when you start looking at the timeline, now this is another thing we can talk about, like, oh, he's not going to be in the next game because after Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter 3 happens.
Right.
Technically. So in that way, I'm also kind of correct, right? And after Street Fighter 3, we get to Street Fighter 6. So I was like, yeah, he was not in Street Fighter 3. He was not like there. So in that regard, if you look at that lore, you know, I was, yeah, my friend, my third party was absolutely correct with the timeline in this regard as well. So I mean, it's easy to see it from that perspective, but then like before we even got to Street Fighter 4, I remember I was having my PSP back in 2006 or 7,
No, it wasn't.
and they released what was it, Street Alpha 3 Max.
Yes. Oh, that was the best.
And suddenly that character was in the Alpha universe. I'm like, whoa, that's pretty cool. You know, he got a new like animated style, like he has a new outlook, and it looked really cool, you know. And then okay, and so 3 happened, and the Street Fighter 4. Okay, he was back in a very different way and a new move set. He looked like I'm not saying it was a perfect representation of the character. It's almost unnatural. Like, okay, I'm not saying the games are realistic in one way or the other, but the way he moved felt a little bit saucy, you know. It was almost too smooth. It was like, and for me, I'm always a fan of fighting games, no matter what it is, to see the human condition being on display. Like if it wasn't for Tekken 3, and when you get that slow-mo knockout repeat, like the replay, I would not have learned the Jackie Chan twisting kick, for example,
Right.
where he flies around and kicks on the outside of his axis down. Like, oh, that was great practice material, you know. So from that point of view, yeah, Tekken takes the cake when it comes to real life depiction, except jumping from if you were on the goddamn moon. But
The floaty
grounded
jumps,
attacks, but I'm kind of fun. Like they have started to get away from the jumping. Like actually, almost when I play Tekken now these days, I avoid jumping because
That's all
you need to
groundwork.
be.
Yeah, it's like it wouldn't
Yeah,
do anything. Same thing with Virtual Fighter.
But it made it a lot shorter too. It jumps a lot smaller.
Jumps are smaller.
Yeah.
That's
And
what
you
it
need to
was.
be dead on. I mean, like in other games, like a jump kick in Street Fighter 2, that was that was like the perfect height, the perfect timing, and when you hit, and you could always hit your opponent if you're lucky. No, it wasn't luck. It was just perfectly balanced that way,
But
right?
they do jump 10 feet in the air.
Yeah,
It
true.
feels good.
Exactly. I mean, when you do the arc jump with the attack kick, you know, it just felt so good. And I was like, But now these days, I can't even land a jump kick correctly. Because everyone
the camera moves weird.
Exactly. The camera and the way people can now double tap out of the way, like, okay, what's the point of having a jump? Like, well, I want to go back to the, what the hell was that game? Karate Master or whatever it was called, like white and red, standing on log and fighting each other. Karate Champ.
Karate Champ.
Karate Champ.
Oh,
Yeah. That was in
that was like the hardest.
Double Impact.
That was like the hardest jump kick ever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was a Double Impact, right?
Karate Champ.
Karate Champ. I don't know.
It was in there, I think so. Or one of those Van Damme movies. But
no, that was Bloodsport.
Oh, Bloodsport. Okay, Bloodsport. Yes.
Aren't you too old for video games?
They're still asking us now. Nope.
Yeah. No, I think our generation. I mean, I don't know your ages, but I'm 42 now. It's like,
hey, we're in the same,
same
age bracket. Yeah.
The thing is that we look 20 years younger, all of us, once we shave off our beards.
Yeah.
Right? And I mean, I've been looking at my dad, and I see, like, he's 80 something, but he looks like 65. I think for every generation, we start to look younger and younger as a result. So I don't think it's old. And I mean, video games have proven one thing, that it actually trains our cognitive reaction and these things. I mean, that's the reason I love being in Japan. I see an old lady on the train with a Nintendo DS solving Sudoku.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So, and we had, it was big news a few months ago. We had this 94-year-old gamer lady who's playing GTA and all that stuff. I was like, wow, she is really good. And she also plays Counter-Strike.
So that's what shot me last week.
Counter-Strike, that's hilarious.
Yes,
that's the one that kills you, the old lady.
Gaming,
but you can usually have 30 to 40 years in all these things. It's crazy.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Hell yeah.
So what else was it? Okay, so back to the articles and all that stuff. Now the timeline was, so they published the articles. But in the articles, they said they reached out to me in the beginning. They reached out to Daniel and blah, blah, blah. No. I reached out to you. And I don't know how this can be misrepresented, because I have everything on a timeline on Twitter or Facebook interaction. I'm the first guy. I'm contacting them first. There's a timestamp to prove it.
Yep.
So I don't understand why they decide to do all these kind of stuff. Even if they published the article, I just don't understand. Can you explain that to me? Why would they do such a thing? To say these, like, we reached out to you.
Because they have more eyes on them. They twist words to have more eyes on them. They're the truth when more eyes are watching.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Either they learn from their mistakes, or they get they learn from their mistakes and get better with their contacting people and stuff like that, and people will give them respect after the fact, or they stay the same and keep the articles up, and they lose credibility because they're liars.
I don't think they lose credibility.
No, I mean, if people actually follow the story.
I'm saying unless they get held accountable.
Yes.
But it takes the public to be.
But if they do this enough,
right? Well,
I mean, if they do these same type of articles and it hurts them enough,
it's like clickbait. They're gonna like, why does anybody have a social media? It's to get views.
And nowadays they got the clicks. That's why they keep it up.
Right.
They got all the clicks they want. They were happy as hell that this went the way it did. They don't care.
Yeah.
That's why they didn't take it down, because they're still getting clicks on it. Like, we're gonna keep this up.
Exactly.
We don't care who it hurts. We don't hear. It doesn't hurt them.
I don't think they're gonna change their ways
until it hurts them.
Until there's something that happens where they get held accountable, or they get fined, they get sued.
They're going to do it wrong again.
I mean, just like human nature, just like anybody. You're gonna keep if you can get away with it, you're gonna keep doing it until something happens.
This site's gonna be gone.
Well, I'm saying that's what's gonna happen. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is.
Yeah, they shouldn't do that, man.
It's not like they're gonna have a moment of clarity,
especially if they're contacted and you're like, please, can you take that down? It's not real.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
We made a mistake.
Right.
Put up a thing saying we made a mistake. At least
that's respectable. At least
put a line through the article and say we made a mistake. This is not news. Blah blah blah.
And I've seen articles that did that,
and they get respect back for doing that.
Right. Some publications I've seen IGN do it.
Are the clicks worth it?
where they put up an article, it's incorrect, and then they put up another article saying, "Hey, look," and then they retract the last article, but they explain what
They would
happened.
leave it up though. Yeah.
No, they still leave it up, but they retract with another
But
article.
they would put it
retract
on there and they would say such
right,
and such.
and they say, "Hey,
And they
listen."
get clicks on that. So
But then they
come
put a link to the other article.
Yeah, they're like, as long as it's going to lead to clicks.
yeah.
on. That's what it's
If
all
it can
about.
lead to clicks, we'll put up apology. But we'll link it to the original. We
Right.
won't
Like,
get
is
rid of
this
the
human
original.
being-
Click here. So see.
We
the-
don't want to delete it because the clicks will go away. The
Is
views
this
will
human
go
being
away.
worth more than these clicks?
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Clicks are worth
Oh man,
It sucks.
Yeah.
Which is
It's a-
terrible
it's a-
because the fact
yeah.
that they have more people watching means that they're the ones that are correct no matter what happens and what is the truth.
That's what we call scum.
Yeah.
Right. And that leads me to the most funniest thing though. So the kids have been reading this article. They went out after me on Twitter and said, "Oh well, you said this and this and that," and like, okay, so what? And then they said, why did you say that? Like, that's a good question. Do you know what the question was I was answering to? And they couldn't answer that one. But you said this and this and that. Like, that was like circular reasoning with a rock, you know?
Exactly.
And like, they have no concept about hypothetical. I mean, they're probably too young to even understand that word. So I'm just trying to explain to them, and it doesn't work. So that's just been the most frustrating thing, to have these Twitter seagulls come and shitting on my post, right? So it's like decided, Twitter bird guano, Twitter shit all over the place.
Bad sequel.
So, and
Bad
seagull, that's right.
Full circle. It's full circle.
So it would have like, I mean, what's the point? I mean, I really love interacting with the people if they really are asking these kind of questions. Why did you say that? And I give an answer, and they said, it doesn't matter what you said, but you really said this and this and that. Like, well, then you totally missed the point. And then said, it's pointless for me to discuss with you, blah blah. And I'm like, okay, goodbye. You know, the thing is, I don't block these people. I actually keep the stuff up there on the Twitter feed. So if they're going to delete their own post, they are welcome to do so. But I believe time is essential for growth. And I know when I was 19 back in my day, and I was the youngest person to get into the Walt Disney Music Academy in Sweden, along other people who are not my age group. You know, I was the youngest there. You know, I always felt I had something to prove. But then, like 10 years later, I look back at myself like, shit, I was annoying. Like that was not,
and you learn from that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I hope them to see when they see this old post, and I would like them to go and apologize, or like, how could I have been so stupid? How could I have believed all that? Like, you know, like, like the Germans find out how responsible we were for World War II, and they had to go to concentration camps and learn that, you know, that kind of insight. That's why I'm leaving all those like those other posts up there. But
according to how we are now, those posts will come back to hurt them 20 years from now. So.
For real.
So they better watch what they say.
They dig in the archives.
But the coolest thing as well then is that I had been contacted by, I mean, it's already been announced out there, but I've not been included in the roster yet. But what was it? An old game developer who managed to have the license of Justice League and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They say, hey, we love your work. Would you like to work with us? And I was like, and they're completely indie. And I was like, and I saw that, and I, you know, how did you guys manage to get these IPs? This is amazing, you know. Of course, I would love to work with them. So we're just trying to generate some ironing out the contracts and all that stuff. And I was like, and they kind of said that my alpha kind of style soundtrack would fit their new game aesthetic for sure. So that would be awesome.
That's amazing.
So
Cool.
Nice.
yeah. So
All right. So I'm glad we
man.
got to the bottom of all that. I got one question though. So the trailer for Street Fighter 6 came out. We want to know what your thoughts was on that because we're all excited about it.
Well, which one? The absolute first one, the teaser trailer with Luke and
the one that- No. Actually, the full one that they had
At a Capcom showcase. Well, a little bit before that, but it's the same one.
at the Summer Fest,
Yeah.
Summer Game Fest.
Yeah, for me, it was kind of like I was looking at it, and it was like 4 characters in that trailer, right? It was Chun-Li, Jamie, Ryu, and Luke, if I remember correctly, right? They were like, okay, so using a new engine, the Resident Evil engine, and that's like from a graphical standpoint, I'm amazed how I managed to get all the skin tones and the light reflection and all that stuff, and you see the veins popping up sometimes. I like, okay, that's cool. And then of course they have the hip hop soundtrack, and okay, I understand they're going back to roots with Street Fighter 3 style thing. And then I start to look at like, shit, that's a lot of colors. Looks like Splatoon has been here, you know. Like,
I like that.
There's a lot of colors.
I like
dripping
that. Though. I
stuff,
like that.
So I understand the spray can graffiti aesthetic, but I never really understood the splash of the color.
ink.
It just happened so quickly that I was not sure what this was all about, you know. So for me, it looked more like Street Fighter, the paintball game, you know.
Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, right.
Splatoon edition.
Or Splatoon 3, the Awakening. Or
What about
Yeah.
the open
That's
world
funny.
part?
right. But then there was like, okay, so they're walking together towards like, I thought they were going to have a tag team battle. That's what I
It looked
thought.
kind of like it, yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
think it was
then
just
it
part of the
turns out-
presentation.
Right. And then 2 people are saying another versus comes up. Like, wait a minute. So it's Luke and Jamie versus Ryu and Chun-Li. So I've got kind of confused, but now when I know that it's not a tag team kind of thing, like, okay, so they just walk into the ring together.
That looks
once.
cool.
And in a real fight, they would have beaten them up before they reached the ring, right?
Yeah, right.
So if there was something I would change, it would be how they get the people into the arena, because it's just look like, oh, we're best friends, we're walking in together, and then you're gonna start
Right.
beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, in general, I think it looks great. Even, I mean, it's funny that the first screen they show is that the Times Square looking place,
Yeah.
and I was looking at all the sign. I see Hakan olive oil. Like, wait, that's
Yeah, of course.
oh, that's the Turkish fighter. Like, oh, that's funny, you know. And then I see one of my music friend, Godspeed, has his own little banner on side of the building. Like,
That's awesome.
yes,
That's cool.
Godspeed Aoki, man, he's an incredible guy. So to see all those little Easter eggs, and then Thrasher on a small billboard, and then in the trailer to see Thrasher. But yeah, the most I think the game mechanic I'm not sure about is the walking around in this
Open world
world. Yeah. I mean, if you're going to be able to build your own custom character and acquire move sets from different characters, yeah, that would be awesome. But yeah, I have no idea how that's going to work. But I think when he was walking around and he was looking for another guy to fight with in the street, I'm not
Joe.
really. Yeah, the average Joe. I'm not really sold on the generative graphics for making the face. It just didn't look that convincing to me. But hey, they have a year and a half at least to sort that thing out. I mean, I've been playing. Okay, call me a heretic now, but I just want to have a soccer game on my on my Nintendo Switch, and I bought FIFA. Fuck. That generate your own character thing, man, I got him almost look like me. So I mean, if they have so many controls to do that, then I would be very happy, because that's all everyone's dream to be in the game of Street Fighter.
That would be crazy.
I think that would be awesome. Yeah.
Hopefully.
So
How you think Drake
so
will be
in
in the game?
general,
I create Punisher. We'd be in the game.
Create the Punisher.
Yeah, man. My own Marvel vs. Capcom.
I was excited though. The music, the trailer, everything about that trailer got me hyped about it. Even the new parts.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting to see anything open world like that. They had a lot of Final Fight influence in there too. So I'm wondering how much like the gangs are gonna be in there and stuff like that.
right.
They
Yeah,
have in the
Thrasher.
background. If they had bosses like that, it'd be pretty dope.
Street Fighter 5 was the last game I've ever pre-ordered because of the disappointment that I had when I got that when it first launched. And this
hasn't been hyped enough to even pre-order again.
This actually turned,
even though they burnt me on Street Fighter 5.
It turned it around for me. I'm like, I'm actually excited for this, man.
But after they tricked me to spend over $100 on Street Fighter 5 for some reason, even though I didn't really play it that much.
Yeah.
Spent over.
Yeah, and then I got it on PC now.
I never go on pre-orders because I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson well. And of course, I mean, I had no interest in SF5 until they asked me to write music for it. And still, I was there, like, oh, I haven't bought a PlayStation 4. I don't have a PlayStation 5. It's really weird. But then I go to the local arcade and I see Street Fighter 5 with my character, like, in a cabinet. I was like, wow, this is really amazing. This is a dream come true. I always wanted to do that when I saw Street Fighter 2 in an arcade cabinet back in my vacation spot in Sweden, and that music coming out from the machine, I was mesmerized by it. And then that day I dreamt I would be part of something like that, but I had no idea I would be part of the legacy of this nice thing. So the ride to get there, and yes, I mean, writing music for all that. But as I said, Street Fighter 5, as you said, your reaction was it was a little bit too lame in the beginning. But from the second season and up, it started to improve. I hope.
Oh, it did.
No, it
Definitely.
It did.
Yeah.
Because they did some firing.
Oh yeah.
And then they changed a lot about how it was being done. So hopefully that was for the better. I mean, not like I'm hoping for someone to get fired, but it did start to improve after some changes.
Definitely. Definitely. If any game turned itself around from the initial launch, that turned
the last couple of characters got me to turn around and say, I'll throw another 40 to this.
Yeah. No, it was like a 180. They went from.
I've yet to play it enough though.
Yeah.
I didn't jump back in as much as I thought.
Not
but
worth that 100.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
Worth that 100.
Street Fighter, man. Listen, gotta represent. I love Street.
Yeah. Yeah, so now it's like, what was it? It says release date in 2023.
Rumor is February, but no actual date given.
Right.
But
No actual date.
hypothetically, I say February.
Yes.
Because they can't
Remember
say
that.
Today's
People-
word.
It's gonna be in the paper tomorrow. man.
Level 857 podcast says February is the definite date.
No,
for
you
Street
gotta give a
Fighter
date.
6.
You gotta give a date though, man. You gotta give
And
a
time.
No, but only because
Right.
going by history, February seems to be the time that they always bring them out. So
Hypothetical.
we can only go by that,
Well,
which would be pretty cool.
before the tournament.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was my reaction to the Street Fighter 6 trailer. But yes, I really love. I kind of half to the direction. It's just. I hope you can turn off the paint. I just felt it was really difficult to see what was happening sometimes.
You might get used to it. It's just new.
Yeah.
It's new. Like I don't
mean,
even
Street-
notice the ink in 4 and 5 anymore. I used to not. I was like, why is there ink everywhere? But you don't really notice it anymore. The colors though, it was
Super
bright.
vibrant.
It was pretty bright.
I personally liked it because it differentiates itself from 5.
Well, it has an identity. I'm cool with its identity. I'm cool
Yeah,
that it does that to
right.
make itself different from the rest.
Exactly. But that's
And
pretty
the
much
character
reason.
designs won me over.
That
Everybody's
too,
like, oh,
yeah.
Chun-Li's face is different. I was like, yeah, but it's
Yeah.
a cool face.
yeah.
She looks cool.
Yeah.
It's not like in Infinite when her face looked with stupid eyes and it was weird looking.
Can you not
And then
bring that
Ken-
game up, please?
And then Ken in Street Fighter 5, like, how about his face?
I didn't
Like,
hate Ken and Street Fighter 5.
Everyone else did.
I did.
Everyone else
A lot of
did.
people
Well,
did.
I'm not everyone else.
A lot of people did.
No, I'm not
There's something about his hair, right?
hair, his
Just
face,
his hair.
his hair and face.
Although,
Not good.
and this is a rumor, but somebody supposedly leaked Ken's storyline.
Which
I
is
don't know.
fine. Which is fine. If that is the storyline, it's
Well,
fine.
I'm like, come on, man.
I don't have attachment to your family.
And then
Whatever.
I'm just
If
saying.
it make him a better fighter, that's cool.
No, they kind of shitted on him with the fucking.
I hope he's depressed. Come on,
No,
give him a character.
His Shoryuken doesn't go on all the way, man. He doesn't
Maybe,
like half.
maybe you have to win his wife back. His wife and kid, you can win them back. After you
mean,
beat the game, he gets more enthusiastic.
yeah. I hope it's like it's temporary
He
and then
goes
it
to court and
changes.
sues the shit out of her.
What
Yeah,
happened?
he goes to the court and sues her.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
And
And then he gets happy.
And it goes viral, and he does it online.
And he's a champ after that.
Johnny Depp
He's a better
storyline.
ending.
Yeah.
And it's like a Amber Heard.
Oh dear God.
can't-
Let me stop.
He can't hop in. She can't hop in like a cardboard cutout.
He gets his
in this
kids
one
I saw that recently. It was
Oh.
worth it. I remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
with her curly
Right.
hair.
No animation on her.
That was one. That was
No.
what the Super Nintendo one.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
yeah.
so bad.
It's
Awful. Awful.
But
Yeah.
yeah, man, I'm glad to be a part of this whole thing.
Mm.
But I'm glad you got that out the system because it needs to be heard, and hopefully everybody can listen because it's out there. So
Right.
yeah, man, and like always, listen, it's awesome having you on, and every time we want you on as much as you like to be on, we're willing to have you on anytime.
You guys are excellent, and thank you so much for taking the time. I mean, we were all in a very bad place about a month ago, and
Yeah.
It turns around.
and I
man.
think we all, to be able to vent it out together, I think says a lot about us and our friendship. And of course, I know you guys are completely non-biased, and you have your opinions, and I'm glad that you also are helping us with the Fallen City Brawl,
Hell
giving
yeah.
us feedback and
Oh, yeah.
suggestions. So that's always been fun to see something new that Mike pulls out from the deck of cards that he's got from all of you. So yeah, it's
We're
so
waiting
yeah,
to see if he has that
all-
elevator
and the
stage in there.
speed and the speed has been I mean, right now I think our main character, his moves, I think he's a little bit too fast maybe, but
Oh.
I mean even the big guy, he's too fast.
He's changing the whole
Throwing
thing,
that
man.
chain around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like he's OP. I mean, that's just what I feel, but I haven't said anything about it to Mike. Yes, but here, Mike, I think he's moving a bit too fast.
You're playing it in hyper mode.
Yeah.
That's a code you're playing it on.
Yeah.
Actually, that would be cool to have, like in Street Fighter 2 Turbo, you can choose your speed
Yes.
setting
There you go.
on the game.
Another edition. Add it.
It's not bad.
Hell yeah.
We gotta make another
So-
list, y'all.
We gotta
Yeah,
try to we gotta
um,
try the demo first and then make a list.
Yeah.
Yep.
We gotta update that.
Yeah, we'll do it, man.
Right. So yeah, I can't wait until the other two characters are done as well. But that's going to take a while. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, for people who are not known about Fallen City Brawl, we're only technically two people and a graphic artist from Brazil who's
Right.
doing all this amazing artwork. But in general, it's only one guy designed an entire game.
Wow.
So it's going to take time.
Right.
So
Well,
But-
you have 5 beta testers here that can help you.
Yeah.
And we see the improvements. We
Yeah,
see the
yeah.
improvements.
We
so
will
things are
find it.
working out.
We will find
Yeah.
all the kinks, anything that you guys, any feedback you guys need, just send it over here.
Things look to be going
And-
well.
We'll give you honest.
Final
opinion.
thing for the soundtrack, of course, since we're just doing work in progress, so the final songs that you hear right now will sound a little bit more different in the end because I learn new tricks every day when it comes to audio and mixing and all that stuff. So be prepared that the sound that you hear now is not the final soundtrack
Good.
at all.
Okay.
Nice.
And it's already great. So
Yeah.
we
Looking
can only
forward
expect
to it.
better. That's awesome.
Looking forward
It's
to
only
it.
gonna get better, which is awesome.
But
All
all right, so we're gonna go ahead and show you guys watching right now Daniel Lindholm's social media right here. So follow him.
Yeah, and if you're gonna drop that for the audio listeners, let them know where to find you, Daniel.
All right. Well, I'm too scared to say my Twitter, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
It's on the screen, so
All right. Good. Dropkick Monk 3Y, and of course, I don't know what my YouTube. Yeah, that's a stupid thing. I used to have a vanity link, but yeah, if it's down there, yes, go and sign up to my channel right
Yep.
there. But yes, I haven't been able to publish much more music because of the stupid thing that keeps happening to us musicians out there. So I probably just do a little bit of a studio tour, maybe just listen to clips of music rather than full productions from now. Because a lot of the stuff that we do in the studio now, hope we'll have bear fruits in the next 6 months of working with artists from overseas. And yes, again, listeners, remember, I'm not in the States, never have been. hopefully, I will go someday. But the goal here for us now is to have people like, if you're an artist coming from the States and you want to go to another country and still have those plentiful good recording studios and the Western style, yes, please come to our studio in Tokyo, and I'll show you around and have a good time as well. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We also have his your Spotify up on the screen and Instagram.
I have a Spotify? Really?
Oh, I saw you on Spotify. I was like, oh, okay.
You're on there.
I don't
Yeah.
think that's the right Instagram.
Really?
Oh,
I didn't
all right.
even
My bad.
have a Spotify
So we just
account.
won't
I don't
say
know how that ended up there. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Surprise. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's the craziest thing, right? Spotify can auto-generate anything, and I have nothing to do with it.
Oh, really?
Now everybody go
I
listen
have not
and
published
subscribe.
anything on Spotify, so it's just they just accumulate from the catalogs over here in Japan. They put it on online, but I don't really have my own Spotify. But yeah, my music is there. Yes, definitely. But I don't have my
Get
own.
some plays.
Put
Hit,
your
keep
name
them on
put it-
repeat.
Put your name in there, and then you'll find your music.
Exactly.
Awesome.
All right, man.
Thank you so much.
All right, dude. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Daniel,
for your
good,
time,
Daniel.
Daniel. We appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate it, Daniel.
Very much.
Likewise, brothers.
Till
And
next time.
please be safe.
Yes,
Until
sir.
next
You
time.
too, man.
Take care.
Have a good one.
Thank you. Bye.
All right.
Always,
Yeah.
always a fun time with Mr. Daniel, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Cool
man.
cat. Cool.
I'm glad he had time to show up on the show because
yeah.
we thought we weren't gonna have him on because of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he might not drop in. That was awesome. That he was like, I'm dropping
Well,
in.
that's I wanted
Time is tricky.
to
Yeah.
verify his socials before going live, and I couldn't because he dropped it during this shit. So
Okay, well,
You
That's
got
why I-
YouTube,
we
you
got
got
what we got.
YouTube, you got Twitter.
yeah. No, we got what we got. And that's
Yeah, exactly.
that's
Everybody
what it is.
I
subscribe.
can read
Everybody,
off his Instagram. Hold on.
yeah, everybody look and subscribe on YouTube on his channel.
Yeah, man.
His
Great, too.
Instagram is Lindholm8025.
There we
Okay.
go.
Okay,
There we go.
There you go.
there you go.
And be sure to check out that demo to Fallen City Brawl
Yes,
Yes.
download that, play it,
Word.
stream it.
on the Steam.
Especially since we're in like a renaissance of beat 'em ups lately.
Yeah, man.
You know, they've been really knocking them out.
I'm gonna go
there's one
ahead.
tomorrow.
Time to be alive.
Gonna throw on the intermission real quick because I got to use the restroom
Yeah.
before we get into the news.
And then we'll hit up the news real quick, and then you know what's after that?
Oh yeah.
Turtle Power.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go.
Nah. Yo, what if Vanilla Ice is a secret character in the game?
Oh man.
Oh
Come on,
man,
man.
imagine.
Stop it.
Oh, listen. He's
Imagine.
actually in the game. Stop.
Vanilla Ice. He's not giving that look like.
Oh,
it's
dude,
from,
that would be great.
from
if they
Cool as
added
Ice.
him.
The taunt. He needs to like look at somebody like this.
Probably gonna ask for too much money.
Nah, man, he'll do it for a sandwich.
He's Vanilla Ice is good for it. He might be good. For
Actually, nah, I would do it for a sandwich. You know what? One discovery that we were checking out the Casey Jones's voice is really bad in the new game. That shit ain't him.
it. Really?
Nah, we looked at the '90s cartoon, and he kind of talked like this all the time.
Yeah.
You know, like he was a very groovy, gruddy guy, and then when you click him, he's like, "Let's solve some crime" or some shit like that. or some.
Let's fight some crime.
He sound like a mix
He doesn't
between
sound-
Michelangelo and Leonardo.
He wasn't as gritty as sounding as he was.
Oh,
in
not
the
even
cartoon.
close.
Oh, really?
You
Oh,
sound like
man.
me.
They're gonna have to .emu is gonna have to provide a patch for a real voice actor of that guy.
Yeah, it's not the. I think the Ninja Turtles is all the voice actors.
See, World of Bizarre. He said, "Yeah, it's not him."
Yeah, no, that's why I read Kev.
I
You know,
I didn't know you quoted him in that.
Kev's like YouTube. He's 20 seconds behind.
Whatever,
Damn, disrespectful.
whatever. But yeah, it's like so his voice is not the same. Oh well, whatever.
His character's dope though.
Yeah, he's got. I saw some demo of him. He's got some crazy.
Al's gonna be Casey.
Oh, he's gonna be Casey.
Casey Jones. Yeah.
I was like, we might have an April O'Neil in
Nope.
this one. That's fine. She's got cool moves.
pretty sure our guest is gonna be Splinter.
You think so? Okay, cool.
Pretty sure.
Something's gonna splinter one way or another.
Stop.
That doesn't even make any sense.
Ah. Oh man, but I can't wait to play that game, especially with 5 people. I think Media Glitch might be doing that right now.
I think they are.
everybody's doing it.
Everyone's got that. Every freaking click has got the freaking getting their.
Turtle Fever.
Hell yeah, man! I can't wait to get it on. I can't wait.
Turtle power. Turtle power.
Can't wait to get it on.
So yeah, we're gonna do the news quickly so we can get to that. You know what you guys want to see.
Right, let's do it. Yeah, we won't go.
So that
too
means
crazy.
it's time
We'll keep it brief.
for the news.
Talk about that bass line.
Awful.
Can you make
Always
it make
bad.
sense?
Yeah.
No,
Try and join with the team.
Please make it make
it's
sense.
impossible.
Be the fifth player.
Kev has no rhythm whatsoever. None.
Yeah, just dance off beat and actually like if you wanna do something.
No rhythm.
Yeah.
Dance off beat.
All right. Street Fighter 6 will have character-specific taunts, including making fun of Hadouken to Ryu.
Oh, okay.
That's
That's very charming.
It was funny.
I think it adds a lot of character to these people because
Yeah.
Street Fighter 5 for the most part felt kind of soulless.
Damn.
Well, I mean, as far as
Oh, goddamn.
We're taking
as
your
far
money.
as
Yeah.
as far as
We're
the
not having an
characters
arcade.
were, they were better characters. No, they were good characters. Don't get me wrong. But
The
in
story
order to
mode.
make fun of other players in the game, it makes them feel more real.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it gives character like, okay, he's a little immature. He's gonna do something like that's in a person's character in the game. I want to see other taunts to see if any other people do it. Because right now it's just Luke, right?
Yeah,
I think it's Luke,
He's
and I
doing
think
the Hadouken, looking like an idiot.
and I think
He did it like-
and if
And you can do that during the fight.
if I read correctly, multiple people refer to Ken as washed up.
Damn.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. 'Cause then he gotta play
story.
good. He has to
Yeah.
play good to make him.
So that
as long as
really
they don't
is-
make him like Dan, and like he has to be able to fight at least.
That'd be foul.
No, Dan can
Don't
fight.
don't hinder his move.
He'll be fine. He'll
Dan
still
can
be
fight.
He'll still be
Like if he
fast.
literally can't do an uppercut because he's like depressed. That's gonna be sad.
chill.
Seriously.
Like he'll just have a spark.
I think you know what?
It would be good if it improved over time. Like his.
Well, I
move
mean,
set
they're not
gets
gonna
better.
go that far.
I mean, I'm saying
It would be cool in storyline if he got better. But
It
Right.
might be honestly like they might give him like an install so he's like back to normal Ken. But nah. Anyways.
yeah.
That's only speculation, guys. Only speculation.
exactly. Exactly.
Hypothetically.
These are all rumors, man.
But back to
You
the
must
taunts.
say.
Back to the taunts.
These
back
are
to
all
the
rumors.
taunts.
I think it's silly though, but it's funny. If you pull that off in the middle of a fight when you're kicking someone's ass, though, you're gonna really make a lot of people angry.
I want someone to make
If you
fun
do
of Kyle's Sonic Boom, like Sonic Boom.
Sonic Boom. Well, they could say it exactly like how we did in Super Street Fighter.
exactly.
which sounds that bad. Yeah. Yeah. So if somebody pulls that off in a tournament in the middle of a fight and kicks your ass, that's embarrassing.
That's
That's
kinda sucks.
embarrassing.
Well,
Like right before you die. Hadouken. And then he kicks you in the face. That's gonna be funny. So I'm looking forward to seeing some
I have
of
a
that.
feeling that's gonna happen to me a lot.
Or
when I play
maybe
it.
you could,
You're gonna not want to play ever again.
No, I'm gonna play it online.
or you wonder if they'll
I'll
disable
do that.
Maybe they'll just because they
I'm not gonna pick
disabled
Luke, though.
they disabled taunts in Smash Brothers online.
Oh, in the
you can't do
Because it makes people too mad.
You could do taunts, when we play it offline and whatever. I think it's a directional pad, but people that's why the teabagging became a thing.
Oh yeah.
Because that's how you taunt. So maybe they'll disable it.
That's great.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. I like to see what they do with the characters because they have individual like when they come in and talk to each other, they know each other and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It's always
Yeah,
been
yeah.
cool. So
Well, they had
it's been like that for a while.
Yeah, like when they first before they fight.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
they
I remember
have
when
certain-
Ken and Ryu like did the fist bump. and all that.
Right.
That was pretty cool.
And I think before the fight starts, you see the two characters face to face, and you can alter their facial expressions.
You could do.
Oh, the hand.
yeah.
They put a lot of.
Yeah.
They're putting
You can
a lot
make
of
them angry and
personality in
happy.
the game, and
That's cool.
I actually saw
Super.
I saw
It
like
looks silly.
Chun-Li was like,
Yeah, yeah. That's funny.
taunting.
At least it gives you something to do while you're waiting.
Yeah,
so.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's funny. So definitely looking forward to it. What do you guys think in the chat and in the comments? Leave it down
I think it's coming.
there. Oh, man.
What is that?
that's what he sounds like.
He makes the noise and then he answers the question.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I got-
What the fuck? All right, moving on.
All right. Hideo Kojima fans are already trying to cancel his Xbox game,
That's just fucked up, man.
Makes sense.
which doesn't make sense because all he did was announce that he was working with them. I think because people had the rumor that he was working with Sony, and they're like, "Oh, he's not." That means that's not true.
That's such
So that means I'm angry because it's not going to be Silent Hill and Metal Gear.
Get
and
a life.
How is that going to happen anyway?
Jeez, man.
So it's just people making a big deal about stuff that's not.
I read
real.
that. Yep.
It's not real.
It's crazy, man.
So yeah, his next big game project is heading to Xbox, partnering with Xbox Game Studios, which was a surprise to me.
Mhm.
But I mean, there was rumors,
But you know, you can never tell unless they announce it. But he didn't have anything to show, which probably made people more angry because he had a whole like, oh, it's Kojima.
Gamers
He's big
are so
news.
fucking entitled.
He's big news just to say
So
anything.
fucking entitled.
Come on, man.
But I mean, he's not working. He has nothing to show yet. People don't want to show you stuff because you think it's trash when they show when it's not done. So leave him alone
Exactly.
and wait until it's ready. Because if they showed it and it looked like ass, you would have been like, no one wants to see this game. This is trash. He should have been bought out by Sony, like the rumors said.
Oh, I'm gonna go on Twitter.
Death Stranding is on PS Plus.
Well,
Premium.
Death Stranding sequel is supposed to be happening, and that's supposed to be maybe on.
I actually want to play. No, I actually want to play it. I have
I
a
don't.
coworker that played it late. And
I don't
just,
wanna play it.
He just finished it.
There's a
and-
director's cut.
And I asked him, I said, dude, you played through the whole thing. You beat the game. He's like, yeah. He's like, I actually like the game. He's like, yeah, this shit just got a bad, it just got a bad
Rep.
press or whatever. He's like, I
Well-
like the story. It was a good game.
Tell me what's the reasoning? No. So it says, it says, a viral tweet from John Cartwright spotlit a change.org petition to cancel Kojima's Xbox exclusive game.
Who the hell is John Cartwright?
I don't know who that is.
Sounds like a washed-up NBA player.
I don't know. But apparently
Wow.
they weren't happy that he announced it for Xbox, which makes no sense.
That doesn't.
He didn't announce a game.
Because people hate
He
Xbox.
just says
He said, I'm working with Xbox. Yo, cancel that. We don't want that.
People hate Xbox.
We don't want that. Nobody got Xbox. There ain't no games. What you mean you working on a game?
Exactly.
There's no game to work on.
I don't believe it.
They ain't got no exclusives.
Kojima's getting paid for nothing. Cancel this man. He's making out. Microsoft is paying this man to make nothing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's
I don't understand why you get angry at an announcement.
Well, I was reading some of the complaints. The reason why they were getting mad at Kojima for doing it, they were like, "Not everybody could afford all the consoles.
That's
Whoa.
why, because it's exclusive.
Some of us only have one console." Well, you're asked out then. Look, this is what I think. Gaming it's not a poor man's hobby. It's just not. You know, these consoles.
Well, when have you ever had a maker of one game jump to another system while making something for another system, making exclusives to that's like making a Mario exclusive on Nintendo and then having Miyamoto jump in like on Xbox and make another game.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah,
But they're mad because they won't be able to play it on Nintendo. I
Right.
guess that's why. But when has Kojima ever been exclusive, like completely to one system?
yeah. It's like he's
Maybe
not-
timed.
he's a creator. If he wants to jump to a different platform and make something for that, look, he's giving
They're
people.
paying the man.
Yeah, exactly.
Let him make his money.
Sony owners don't have access to an exclusive?
No one has access to a PlayStation 5, so I don't know what they're angry about.
Exactly.
Buy the Xbox Series,
First time?
Series S. Buy the Series S, and then you can play the game. What do you stop writing petitions about?
I can't play God of War on my Xbox.
Play it on a PC.
I can't play Spider-Man PS4 on
a PC.
Xbox.
People have too much free time on their hands, and
There's-
they're not using it to play games. They're
He
using
ga-
it.
he-
They're using it to complain about not playing games.
He gave us Metal Gear. You could play any of those games whenever you want. Like, you know, it's
But they
like,
want a new one. They want to do new stuff.
well,
on
entitled
what though?
you
Entitled,
got Death Stranding. You'll
spoiled,
probably get Death Stranding 2 on PS5. So it's like you're gonna
What-
get your games.
entitled, spoiled baby dick bastards.
What if it actually worked? And then he's like, Microsoft, yo, listen, we're done with you, Kojima. We don't want anything to do with
Nah,
you.
just
I'm
make-
sorry.
make
They don't
Kojima-
want this.
Make Kojima the game.
Yeah, I wish he would be the character.
Kojima
It'll be
the
Tony
game
Hawk. It'll
in the
be
mind of
Kojima.
Kojima.
It'll be
Oh my
Kojima
God.
Pro Skater,
yes.
and he'll just be
And
Tony
he's
Hawk.
like, fuck all of
What
you.
if Microsoft just bought Kojima's studio and then now they're freaking exclusive to Xbox? Like, don't.
Oh, that's
push-
possible.
Don't push the dude to have that sort of a deal. Just complain because one project ain't gonna be on your console.
Didn't they have Solid Snake on a skateboard in some game?
Could have sworn they did a
He was.
character. I
He
think
was,
they did.
right?
I think they did.
I don't know if it was a Tony Hawk, but he was in a skating.
I almost feel like it was.
Let me know in the chat, in the comments. Let me know what game Solid Snake was in skateboarding. Because I know Spider-Man was in Tony Hawk.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, and he was exclusive now to Sony. So you see, it's all going full circle.
No, man.
Oh boy.
Seriously.
Dudes on the skate.
But yeah, I don't understand the hate. I don't understand why you want to cancel someone for announcing a
this game.
game. Because they were mad because they didn't see what it looked like.
Cancel
What if the game sucks? Like you're doing.
Then they'll be happy.
Exactly. If
Right.
the game turns out sucking, you're wasting all this time for a petition. Like, get out of here.
Yes. If it was UPS the game, they'd be like, man.
We're in a golden age of gaming. There is so much games available. If
It was
Kojima
Tony
doesn't want
Hawk?
to make something for your console.
Apparently.
There's something else for you to
So
buy.
it was Tony
and
Hawk.
play.
Look at that.
Yo, Solid Snake was in Tony Hawk?
Yeah,
that's
look
the
at
truth.
that.
That's for real.
Wow. So Spider-Man.
I knew he was in
Solid
something.
Snake. What the hell?
Yeah, man.
How
Wow.
I get on this skateboard.
Busting my ass. Give me a chance.
Skater Dive's my favorite game.
Oh,
Oh
man.
man.
I almost died.
It was made by Ultra before they got taken on.
But yeah, let me know in the comments, guys. Are you mad that Kojima announced a game for Xbox? Like, what's the deal?
I'm furious.
Why?
Deal with it.
Explain yourself. All right.
Cry me a river.
Nintendo Leaker shares details of a new finished Fire Emblem on Switch.
Oh, goody.
Rumor.
Well, no, there's screenshots
I
of
think screenshots.
a
Rumor.
Chinese.
Let me stop. Not announced. No,
There's screenshots of a Chinese-based, in text at least, of like test footage of a Fire Emblem game that they showed.
Said it's been done for a year.
I don't know if it's
Wow.
true, but those were actual pictures of something in development that looked like Fire Emblem.
That's not announced.
That's not announced yet.
That's it. That's all.
That's all. We can't say that it actually is until we know. But
exactly.
those characters are very distinct.
Yeah.
They look a certain way.
Yeah.
They could name it something totally different. Who knows?
You're like, shit, someone leaked it.
Yeah, exactly.
Change the fucking name.
It's gonna be called Project. Well, no, sorry.
Project Emblem. Project Emblem. Call me Superman Emblem.
Oh God. Yeah. Can we go on to the next news now?
It ain't Shaq no more.
Oh God.
But-
Go ahead, Jay.
Are you excited? Because I'm not. Listen, I'm not a Fire Emblem dude, but I understand that it's got a big fandom and it is growing as we speak.
I'm glad that they got another Fire Emblem finished game in the tank ready to go. That's pretty exciting.
Looks like it's definitely on the Switch.
It looks like, I guess the protagonist looked like she had like blue and red hair. I hope this is what they hope. I hope she is the main character because I'm tired of them splitting the gender of the main characters. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
I hate.
Oh,
like,
yeah, because there's no real personality to the
Yeah.
person.
It goes Byleth as a male or a female. No. Think of what character you're gonna make. If it's a female, great. Let her have her own personality. Let her talk. Let her, let
That'll be a character.
let her be a character. I'm fine with that. So, she
Everyone
looks,
doesn't have to be Link.
exactly. Everyone doesn't have to freaking be Link. But I'm looking forward to hear more details about it. I was more excited to get some remakes. I want to see my Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn
Yeah.
remaster, a remake or something for the freaking Switch. Come on, they gotta bring Ike, his freaking saga back in some form accessible, since those games are really tough to find and they're very expensive on eBay.
The premise, they also leaked the premise of the game too, saying that the main character is able to bring back Fire Emblem characters of the past and put them in their party. Now I don't know if that's done through how they did it in the Awakening or Fates, where
Awakening
when you
did
use the
Fates.
amiibo for Ike and he could be in your game, or use
that's
the
how it
amiibo.
works?
That's how it did back then.
sucked.
Yeah, they were terrible.
He sucked
But-
in Awakening because he was wearing some generic mercenary thing with
Yeah, it was
blue
whack.
hair. He sucked. He was better in Fates because he at least looked like them.
But if they do it story wise,
Yeah.
that'd be a lot cooler. Because like maybe you would have more of a connection. Maybe they have more of a story than just, hey, let me put the amiibo on and the fucking guy pops
It's
up.
gonna be like that.
But you never know. I mean, if the premise of your party is people from the past, that's
That all have no
that's-
personality.
rather than an option. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
But they're all zombies. It'll suck.
that would be terrible.
Yeah.
That'd be really bad. But they showed a couple of other characters, couple of dudes in knight armor. They showed like a list of characters. I saw a lot of women. I was like, Jesus Christ, there's like 2 guys in there. There was like 10 characters I saw on the side, and just the art.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, there's only like 2 dudes in there. I'm like, okay, all right, whatever. But
So do you think this is something they'll announce within the year or so?
if they don't, if that rumored Nintendo Direct doesn't happen this month, and if it does, if this isn't announced, then maybe it's just they're not going to do it till next year, most likely.
Probably gonna keep it next
But
year.
Maybe a winter
but-
something.
Yeah, I mean, but I feel the same way about this one that I do if they announce a Shining Force 4. It's like I prefer the certain ones remade,
Yeah.
but I will still support
Take
it.
a
I
new
still will
one.
get it. I'll still.
If it's a good game, yeah, why
Yeah,
not?
fuck yeah. But I mean, I want the remakes though.
But definitely doesn't look like a remake. This one.
No, definitely not. No, this is a new one. This is definitely a new game.
Okay.
I prefer a remake
Interesting.
for me
Her
personally.
costume was cool though. Her armor. I liked her armor. She looked like a cool character.
Ren Blue here looks weird, but whatever. We'll
Yeah.
see. Mother of Dragon. We'll see. You know,
Yeah.
we'll see how it comes out.
But I'm excited one way or another.
Yeah.
All right. Let us know in the comments if you're excited about this new Fire Emblem they're rumored to have come out.
Indeed.
And last news, PS1 games on PS Plus are superior versions. Not virgins, versions.
Oh, that's what I thought you said. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Are you talking about trolls?
No.
No, well, this is going after what they what was it, the Asian launch of the PS Plus.
So
Right.
what everybody was jumping the gun on was how these titles were being released. The PlayStation 1 classics and stuff like that were being released as the PAL versions, which ran at 50 hertz, which on our American TVs looked like ass.
America. Yeah.
So everyone was complaining because they did this on the PlayStation Classic. And, you know, they were like, oh, PlayStation does it again. They're ruining everything again. They're failing again. This is terrible news, blah, 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 blah. And everybody's like, maybe they'll change it in America. No. They suck.
Right.
They're doing it the wrong way. They need
impossible.
to listen
It's
and do it the right way.
It's impossible.
So they did it in other markets where they did have TVs that were like American TVs, and they messed up.
Right.
So they finally released it in America. Like I was saying, just wait.
Yeah.
How about not complaining so fast and just wait? Maybe the complaining did help and made them realize they messed up, but that's what they would like you to believe.
But it's an online service. So
No, I
it's
know.
Like if I can understand the mini console because it's not online, so once it's released, it's released.
That's
That's
it.
it. You get what you get.
Yeah,
There's no
yeah.
updates. There's none
They can
of that.
update it and change stuff.
This
But
is an online service. You can. It's going to
reasoning
improve.
behind there being PAL versions and the thing they said
Right.
that they had more
For international.
language. Well, they had no language
Yeah.
selections in those in European like editions, so they put them in other regions
Right.
because they didn't have to do the translation.
Right.
But come as it may be, they released the actual USA NTSC editions in America with enhanced graphics to make it run with America
Yeah.
with better resolutions
Right.
and faster frame rates even. So
Right.
now everyone who's complaining just had to wait and boot the system up and play a game in the region that they were in
Right.
and see what it was like and then react. Just wait
Right.
on it instead
Right,
of saying beforehand that they messed up. So yeah, they did well, and I applaud them for that.
Yeah.
But obviously, listen.
Well,
you
at
still got to stream PS3, which is they can't change that. But for what they are doing, they have improved stuff, and it's looking pretty damn good.
And you can stream PS3, but the thing is, when I got it when it first launched,
Mm.
right? And I had no issues with it.
Okay.
Me personally, I had no issues with it. I was actually really impressed. But I'm playing on a PS4.
Yeah.
I've heard complaints from people trying it on PS5, and they can't get anything to work.
Well, they
Like,
got to
they're
have
having a
some
lot
kinks out because
Exactly. But again-
not enough people have PlayStation 5 to test it.
But again, it's a new service. It just launched, and it's going to improve over time. They said I'll be honest. When I saw the games that were available for the PS3, not very much.
Yeah,
Like maybe like 10 games.
I don't think they're gonna offer that much right now anyway because it
But
just started.
But it just
They're gonna
started.
build just like when Nintendo released their stuff. It didn't
Right.
have a lot until
Right.
they build on it.
Right. And what they said,
They want to keep you interested over time.
what they said was that they're going to start. It's going to be a weekly thing. They're going to add games weekly.
They say that,
But I don't. I mean, they have to do something different than Game Pass and Microsoft. So,
a lot of shovelware.
and well,
hope they don't throw that out.
no. They're going to have your first party games and stuff that they have already there. That's free.
Nah, it's not,
Oh God!
Wow.
that's actually not. That's actually that's not shovelware.
What?
It's actually pretty good.
You own that?
Mattel, man. That's Mattel.
Oh,
Hasbro. Actually, it's Hasbro, right? Who the hell owns it? I don't know. Well, let us know in the comments who
Wow.
owns Barbie. Nah.
It's Mattel. It's Mattel.
It is Mattel, right?
It's Mattel. It's Hasbro.
Listen, I don't have an attachment to Barbie. Okay, I'm willing to admit that.
Sure,
Yeah,
you do.
okay.
Sure.
Mad sus.
You hear it here first.
The best
It's
horse.
only speculation, guys. Only speculation.
Only speculation.
It's the best horse simulation game available.
No, but if you have, like most people, they have
That's
PS4. It's from what I've tried,
It's running better on PS4 right now.
it's running better on PS4, and I was very impressed.
But when you have 100 million consoles out there, it's better to run on those.
And I've actually streamed some PS4 games through Game Pass or
not
Game
bad.
Pass. I said Game Pass.
Game Pass.
I said Game Pass.
Sony Game
So,
Pass.
yeah, Sony's Game Pass. No, but I actually streamed like 2 games just to test it out to see how it works. And I'm now, mind you, I'm not hardwired. I'm running through Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
and it worked fine.
We got
I
pretty
had-
decent Wi-Fi.
I had
Gotta
a
admit.
pretty. I had like maybe like one slight hiccup, and I played
That would cause you to fail.
but I played.
Lose.
I played different types of games too. Like
Ruin your record.
strategy game is not a big deal. I played some.
Have
other,
that happen in Tetris.
I forgot what game it was. I didn't try it on Tetris,
Of course. You know the lag in that.
but well, I
Actually,
tried.
that should be your test.
I know the lag in it because I played it on the fucking Switch.
that doesn't count.
And I was
That
like,
doesn't count
I was
at
like,
all.
what the hell? Tetris Effect is fucking laggy as shit.
Tetris disinfect.
Disinfectant, exactly. Fucking. But no, from what I played, I was very impressed with the service, and again, it's only gonna get better.
So do you recommend it
All
for
the
people
time.
who are hesitant
Yeah.
to do it?
Hell yeah, man!
And you
Hell
got
yeah.
Stray coming up, right?
Stray's coming out tomorrow. Yeah,
Nice.
Sunday. It's gonna be released.
That's a good perk to start it out
It's
with.
the day one, and that's gonna be streaming live on Tactical Tuesday.
All right.
Oh,
But yeah.
So
Yeah.
are you guys in the comments interested in this PlayStation Game Pass?
yeah, no,
PlayStation Plus
exactly.
Game Pass.
I can't say it's like
Everyone's gonna just call it that.
I know. Man. It's basically what it is. It's,
PlayStation Game Pass.
Was it premium and what was it?
it's 3 tiers. There's
Extra,
regular
premium.
PlayStation Plus. There's PlayStation Plus Extra,
Mm.
and then there's PlayStation Plus Premium,
Read all about it.
which I have. I got the premium version, but the
They haven't won me over yet for me to feel the need to have it just yet. I have my eyes open.
The only difference between the extra and the premium is the what is it? The freaking the PS3 games.
The old school games. Yeah,
the
yeah.
PS3. That's
Yeah,
it.
You get more choice.
That's it.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Listen, when they offer
And it
more,
wasn't- it
I have
wasn't-
most of the games for PS5 that they offered, so that kind of sucks for me. But if you didn't have those,
Right.
I think it would entice people to do it because you'd rather do that than spend $70 on each game.
And the difference between the what was it, the extra and the premium was a $10 difference. So for me, I was like, you know what? For 10 extra bucks, I can play for the year PS3 games. I'm like,
I still have the base, whatever
Screw
PlayStation Plus offered. That's what I still get. They didn't give me no extra. Remember they said you do this extra, you do
Right.
it for over the years,
right.
you'll get more. They did not do that.
No,
No. I still have the base. I have the base that's the same as PlayStation Plus, and I have it for the next 2 years. Which I already had that already done. I wasn't
Right.
doing it to scam Sony.
right.
So, but they weren't. They're not doing that. They're not honoring
Not
that.
grandfather.
No.
Oh,
No.
damn.
But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Listen, maybe they'll win me over. I got my eyes open. Let us know in the comments if you are interested in their new tiers.
Yeah.
Without crying.
God damn it, man. I swear to God. All right.
Can we wrap this up, please?
Yeah.
we got
we're
wrap-
gonna wrap this
Oh, we know what we gonna do
We're
right
gonna
now.
wrap this up, guys. If you haven't already, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel,
Mhm.
especially the live channel. That's right, Level 857 live.
If you don't know, now you know.
Hell yeah.
because we're about to do something on that channel.
That y'all all want to see.
Yeah, but we're gonna tell you about the schedule first,
Oh.
and it starts. Don't want to make you sad. Don't want to make you sad. No, it starts off with the Indie eShop recap. That's right, Indie eShop recap. First Monday of every single month, you can watch the eShop trailers live with us.
Unless
So
we're
tune in.
not around on that Monday, then it's gonna be the next month.
Well, actually, the Monday coming up
Hmm.
for the next month is July 4th.
A word. So
It's actually on a Monday,
yes.
so that's going to be an interesting one. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be
You'll get it.
It's going to be a
We'll find out.
celebratory
We'll let you know.
day.
We'll let you
Hell
know.
yeah.
We're going to shoot off some fireworks or some shit. I'm sorry.
Inside, indoors.
Indoors.
Roman candles, everything.
Then we got Tactical Tuesday with me, LG857. I'm going to be playing Stray this week coming up. Yeah, oh yeah, that's it. That's actually part of the intro. I'm sorry. No, but yeah, we'll be playing Stray, and yeah, I'll be playing puzzle games, strategy games, RPGs, all that good stuff. Everything that makes you think. I'll be playing it. So tune in for that, and of course, the video game podcast, which
Yeah.
special announcement for everybody listening right now. Next week, we'll. This is actually going to be the first podcast that we're not doing live in a while.
We're doing big things though.
Oh yeah. We're gonna be going to the Too Many Games event, and we're gonna be filming some stuff there. And we'll fill you in. So follow us on all our social media so you're in the loop
Yeah,
All right.
it's gonna be on the channel. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah. So the podcast will be out. It's just not going to be out at the time you guys are used to. But just letting you guys know.
We're giving you time to gather up your friends and family to watch.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's going to be epic, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be
awesome.
fun. It's gonna be fun.
Then of course Thursday Thrills.
Yep.
With
It's
Sticks.
gonna be thrilling.
Hell yeah, man.
It's gonna be Thursday.
We don't know what he's playing, man.
Some games,
He don't even know what he's playing.
9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Check it out. Fighter Fridays with Big Choco.
Not gonna be live next Friday.
Okay.
But
Okay.
there'll be something there for y'all to watch.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I haven't decided what it's gonna be yet,
Oh, okay.
but there will be something there.
Kung Fu.
I
Kung
like
Fu?
it. I like it.
Kung
Oh,
Fu
actually,
Masters.
Sifu. You should play Sifu.
Karate champ.
Karate Champ.
Karate
Champ.
I
champ.
like Sifu. I want to try out Sifu.
Oh, there you go.
Might be that then.
Karate Champ.
Might be that then.
Can you do share play with does that work with Sony?
I don't know. I got it on PC. You ain't getting mine.
I mean, I have it on PlayStation, so I can.
We're
If
gonna
I,
You
can,
have
find
a
out.
digital copy or no?
I have a digital copy, but
Oh.
if we can do share play, you could. Theoretically, you should be able to play it.
We'll find out Friday.
But we'll find out. We'll find out. And you're pre recording it anyway, so all you have
That's
to do
right.
is just come over here. And
Yeah,
That's right. If that doesn't work out, you're gonna see Kung Fu.
Kung Fu for that.
Which is a good game, man. I like that game. man.
Not likely.
I like it when the boys
That game was
kill
the
me.
shit. I don't know why I love that game.
You just gotta do it for 10 minutes.
yeah. You lose interest after what, the third stage? That shit got cheap.
Oh, it's the same shit.
They got cheap as hell though, man. They got faster.
Wow.
I'm like, come on, man.
And then we got our 2 streaming shows that stream randomly.
Yes.
Backlog break.
Yes.
We're gonna let you know when that's on. Just follow us in the socials and you'll find out. But we got some
Yeah.
stuff coming. Don't worry
Might be
about
another
it. Don't
Dead
worry about it.
Space coming soon.
All right. And then we got
Smash the Max with me, the 23rd Stallion, Turbo 857, Layton beatings you, motherfucker.
all right. Well,
Was that English? What the hell?
What's going on there?
Was that English?
Admission's always free
Wow.
for the School of Hard Knocks. Bring a challenge because we're always gonna have a top tier game on display.
Why you crying?
Wow.
Smash Brothers
Oh,
Ultimate,
no.
guys. Just
I know.
tune in whenever we have it.
They gotta think that was you.
Go.
Yeah, you can play us, please.
All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Hey, if you want to and you're watching this right now live, join in on the live channel because we're going to be streaming some turtles. 6 players.
Co-op.
That's right. 6 players.
6.
We've been waiting to do this. 6 players, and it's gonna happen tonight, player.
What's with that breathing?
Yeah, you sound like you're running out of breath. Play up.
There's a lot to say, man. A lot to say. A lot of hype going on.
But yeah, man, thank you everybody in the chat.
We would
You guys
rate
are
our own
always
channel if we could, but we can.
Oh, yeah.
We got to be actually ready already. But
Yeah.
we'll be on. Don't worry. Follow the socials. Follow that page.
Yeah.
And listen, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Check it out.
No one does it like us, man.
TMNT. Turtle
No
Power.
one does it like us.
Booker T vibes. Yeah.
Black snow.
5 times.
We coming for
5
you.
times.
5 times.
Coming for you, sucker.
Oh,
See how I changed that? You see how I changed it?
Yeah, man.
5 times.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate y'all.
All right. Till next
Hit
time.
that like button, y'all.
Peace.